Hey, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in with me. I felt like it's been a while since we've had some angels on deck, and I really felt that energy coming in. So I thought we'd do an all signs read, just get some messages for each of you to see what kind of guidance wants to come through the archangels. Working with the Archangel Tarot here. And we're just going to dive right into it and flow with it, see what wants to come out. And these are timeless messages. So whenever you find it, the message is for you. Okay. And we're going to kick it off with Sagittarius because it is Sagittarius's solar return at 44 on the clock, already coming in with synchronicity for Sagittarius. So something is about to really lay down the foundation for your future. Your future is now, Sagittarius. It's something that is coming into being. To look for a lot of synchronicity to come in around you. That card wanted to present itself right out the gate. It looks like it's in reverse, so it'll be quite illuminating what that is. And there was a little bit of a sticking point with bringing the cards together. Let's see what we have here. We have 10 of Ariel in reverse. And I'm noticing all this imagery of Paris, France coming in there. There could be a Paris-France connection. There could be a trip that was planned and you've decided to call it off. Something is being delayed or perhaps being reconsidered. It does look like maybe there's been some challenges financially that you've been dealing with. This might be the reason why you're putting off a trip. You might be thinking about your future. You might be concerned about how you're going to be able to even set yourself up for retirement down the road. This might be something that is really at the forefront of your consciousness right now. There might also be some challenges within the family that you are dealing with here. Okay, so it looks like, there's something that you're moving through here that is a bit of a challenge. You might be meeting with somebody for coffee to kind of talk about things that you're struggling with right now, lean on a friend for some support. You may have a child as well. And this is something that is sort of like raising these issues for you even more so. This might have been a trip you wanted to take with your child or with your kids, with the family. It looks like something's being reconsidered here, and it could possibly be because there's been some kind of falling out, some kind of disagreement within the family. Okay, so that energy coming out in reverse there. Let's get some more details about this and see what this is. I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck energy. Yes, it does look like maybe there's been a little confusion or misunderstanding. You got the energy of the moon coming in here. This could be in relation to a Cancer or a Pisces. There will be an opportunity to get things back on the right track. I see that. You're going to have to listen to your intuition, though. There may be something that you're missing here, a little detail about how to approach a situation to get a better result than you have up to this point. A lot of what's holding you back in this situation is fear. And so it really is important that in order to get to the other side of whatever this challenge is that you're facing, you're going to have to face your fear. If you do, you'll find that not only will you grow stronger as a result, I also feel like it will strengthen a particular connection. Okay. I think you're just trying to figure out the way forward and you don't have a lot of answers, but in order to get those answers, you may need to reach out to somebody and actually ask them, to give some illumination where you can't seem to figure out how to find your way through in a situation. Okay. I think that this is something that is coming up front and center. And I do have this piece that maybe there was a trip that was planned, you were going to go on a trip with someone, you were hoping to connect with someone, maybe somebody at a distance, and something has been kind of taken off the decks, I see. Yeah, we do have 9 of Raphael in reverse here. So there's something that is not coming to fruition here. It was some wish that you had, but it's hard to anchor this wish in reality. I think you're struggling with this a little bit. You're trying to understand why is there blockage to what I want to see come to pass here. Let's get a kind of the deck energy and see what wants to come in around this. That's kind of a difficult way to open things up, especially with it being your solar return. We are moving into the Mercury retrograde energy, so do expect maybe a revisioning of what you initially wanted. It might be going through, a transformation at this time. And you may be letting go of one wish to head in a new direction. Oh, I think that's what it is. Look at this. We have 2 of Raphael here. So I think that you're feeling a pull to head in a different direction here. Maybe something has to be sacrificed in order to head in a direction that feels like it's more aligned for you. There are 2 hearts coming together here. You feel like this is a kindred spirit that you're supposed to come into connection with. It also says don't give up on those you love, okay? So there may be something that you do need to give up in order to come back into alignment with somebody that you've had a falling out with. You may be dealing with some tough times, but I do feel like this situation can be healed. It's just a matter of you getting to this place where you can look at things from a different perspective. Don't throw in the towel just because things get a little challenging. The best relationships have weathered many storms. So it looks like there's some healing you desire here, but you might be looking at things too pessimistically. You might be feeding your fears more than you are feeding your hope for the future here. Yes, and we do have divine guidance coming in from Archangel Sandalphon here. There is a change occurring in this situation, and it may bring about a little bit of instability at first, but Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel of helping root those wishes in material reality. I think right now you're searching for a deeper meaning in your life, probably because you've been dealing with a situation that rocked something that felt like a sure thing to you for a while. Usually when that happens, it does have a sort of like reviewing, revamping, looking at, a situation from different angles and tapping into some of those bigger questions in life. You need to consider an alternative approach here and maybe do reach out, do reach out to somebody that maybe can give you some clarity, somebody that you feel always gives you good guidance, somebody you trust here to lean on to give you some assistance for how you can find the way through to healing this connection, okay? It does look like you're healing a connection, but you might be sort of quick to throw out the baby with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just sort of like so fed up with finding blockages or challenges that you're just ready to just toss it aside and sort of saying, look, you just need to get a different perspective here. I do feel like there will be a change. You'll be able to come back into alignment with this person, but there is a need to shift your approach because something that you're going at here is going at it in the wrong way, right? Let's get you some numbers to get you some synchronicity coming in here to help guide you. We do have the number 4. You could be dealing with a life path 4. You could be dealing with a life path 3, life path 2. You could have any of these life path numbers. We also have life path 7. We also have life path 6. And we have life path 9. Okay, so any of these energies could be coming into play. I also feel like the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th of December could be a turning point in this situation for you, as well as February, March, and April. Okay, this might be just like a moment of pause before things really get solidified about a way forward in a connection that's very special to you. It looks like there's been some kind of falling out, something got canceled, something got called off. It's creating disappointment and also, maybe putting you in your feels a little bit here, I have to say, okay? I think March will be a time when things move forward in a new way. This energy coming out here. This is also remembering that though it feels a little unstable right now, these changes you're experiencing. I do feel like there's a wisdom to what's rolling out. There is a new vantage point that needs to be gained here. I feel like that will come in for you. And it is bringing in a little bit of spiritual assistance here. Do look for divine guidance to come in. Maybe perhaps through a particular meeting, maybe when you're at a coffee shop and you have somebody join you for conversation. You may make a new friend. You may find an earth angel coming through in the form of a stranger, and something about the communication, the messages that come through helps you out a great deal there. You could also be dealing with a Pisces, an Aries, an Aquarius. Okay, these energies front and center for you, all right? Let's have a look and just get out some messages for you. We're not going to put all of the letters out on the board. I'm just going to reach in this magical grab bag here and get a handful and see what wants to come out. These can be your name. These can be the name of somebody you're dealing with. These can be initials factoring into the situation, or any other words that want to come out here. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm hearing the sound of silence, that song by Simon and Garfunkel. I feel like something's gone quiet in a particular connection, and this is part of what's frustrating you. You wish this person would just say something, anything to you, but you have no idea where they're at, what they're feeling, if you're in on this, by yourself, or if they're in it with you. Okay. This could be in relation to an ex. You may share a child with an ex, and so this is also really at the forefront with the time of year, the holidays rolling around. You want to figure out, how can we get back on the same page here? How can we get to a place where we don't let what went down in the past, put us in a position where, we can't work together. Really understanding how the children are being affected in this situation. That feels like that's what's kind of coming in here. Mhm. Got the name Mo coming in here, Monique, right? Also, somebody could be a nurse, or you sort of feel like a situation needs to be nursed a bit. It might be ailing. It could be there's been pressure put on a connection because somebody's been dealing with some major health challenges, or there's been somebody going through a health crisis in the family. And this has also created a lot of stress. Maybe somebody's in a caregiver position in this situation. And so it's just been a little bit of a rough time that we've been moving through here. I got the name JD coming in connection with that. Okay. There's some action you've been considering, I feel, in relation to this, but you've been going back and forth in your head about it. You're not sure if it's the right action to take. What I'm getting here is do so. Whatever it is you've been considering doing here to try to find a way through in this situation and correct the issues, do so. Okay. Don't hesitate. That will work out to your advantage, I have to say. Okay. This is what I have here. I have the initials R, N, D, M. We have triple O's, so an O name could be significant. I have J. I have double D's here too. So D could be significant. I have S, L, X, and U. Okay. So what I got, Sag. Whatever you've been considering, switch it up a little bit. You may feel like it won't do anything. You might be surprised the results you get when you try a different approach here. It does look like there's an opportunity to have healing here. Oh yeah, there's hope with the star here. Could be dealing with an Aquarius as well. I feel like whatever this is, it may feel like you're sort of moving through the dark right now, or you're in a really critical place in a connection. But there is a reason to have hope, especially in terms of a dream you have. It does say a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So this is a little bit of encouragement saying you're almost there. Hang tight, okay? You will get to the other side of it. Even though it feels challenging right now, there's hope on the other side, Sag, okay? Capricorn coming in at 1609. Okay, Capricorn. I do feel like you're in a place of deep spiritual reflection right now. You've been going through a lot of major life lessons. There's a lot of things you're integrating. You're very focused on the spiritual at this time. It's something that's giving you a lot of, it feels like bolstering at a time where you feel like you've been navigating some tricky terrain. Okay, let's see what's coming in here for Capricorn. What messages do the archangels have for Capricorn? Archangels, what messages do you have for Capricorn? Archangels, what messages do you have for Capricorn? Ooh, the lovers. Okay, this could be concerning someone very special to you. We have Archangel Raphael on the scene helping you create a pathway to healing in a situation. It's time for you to really make choices from your heart and really consider what you want to emotionally commit your energy to. And your power of love is your greatest power at this time. So you may have been dealing with some situations that were creating sort of a feeling of not really knowing what the best choice was, feeling kind of pulled in two different directions. You may have felt frustrating at times. This may have moved you out of that heart space, but there's something here about really connecting with your heart again, and perhaps calling on Archangel Raphael to help you with that a little bit. It will get you to a place where you'll get tapped back into that heart of yours, and that's where all your fuel is, man. Your love is what fuels the way forward here, Capricorn. And I think you're trying to align with the stuff of your heart. I love this. So, where you have been dealing with challenges and tricky situations, you are getting to the other side of that. You have 10 of Raphael here. So there is promise after the storm. And it does look like there's a special connection that's going to be coming in here for you, I have to say. It says love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members. And there is your sort of happily ever after to a particular chapter that you've been moving through. It's just up on the horizon, okay? You have to sort of wait for those clouds to clear. I do feel there's going to be somebody advancing towards you, and it very well could be a fire sign energy. Could be a Sagittarius with that horse coming through here. This is somebody who's very confident. They're enthusiastic. They're going to get their courage up, okay, to take a step towards you. Give them a little time. They've been working up the nerve to reach out to you. This person has a lot of charisma, and I think that you'll like this approach. When this comes your way, don't hesitate to act on it, okay? I feel like they're putting something before you, like an opportunity, an invitation. It says it's time to take action. There'll be a lot of passion involved in this connection, in this link up, and you'll know what to do when the time comes, okay? Just wait for this arrival. So there's sort of this piece here about you can't anticipate how something's going to roll out. And it's not time to act just yet. And when the time comes to take the action, you'll know, because something's going to come towards you here, I feel. And it's in that moment that you'll know the right choice to make. So this is sort of about getting out of your head a little bit, letting your heart lead a little bit more, going with the flow of the passion, the enthusiasm, what's exciting you. That's what's going to be the way forward for you. And I do feel like there's a very special connection coming in here. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's do the cut of the deck here and see what we got for you, Capricorn. Four of Ariel. Yes, when you give, you also receive. There's some aspect of you here that is being a little resistant to change, though. I feel like it has something to do with your sense of security. There's something about being a little bit more daring, a little bit more brave. And I think there's somebody coming in that's really going to pull that out of you. And there's something very special about this link up with this person. You may feel like you give a lot, but you don't get a lot in return. And I think that that's about to change for you. And yeah, I think this message has come in for you before. It says extremes in how you save or spend money. There was this piece that came in before about, maybe holding on to the budget a little too tightly, needing to make a little bit more room to have some fun, to give yourself some pleasure, to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I think that's coming in here again. Somebody may be reaching out to you, and it might require you to, spend a little cash, go out and have some fun, have a night on the town, something like that. You should go for it. Okay. Don't hold back. It will turn out very well for you. Yes. And also, whoever this person is, just take it nice and slow too. I feel like you're very excited about this, and there's sort of this energy that's covering you at this time where you want things to move forward really quickly, but it's sort of saying just one step at a time. Everything's moving in the proper timing here with Knight of Ariel. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's really necessity here to build a sense of trust and understanding. And when you do that, when you move things at a more slow pace, when you enjoy the journey instead of being so quick to get to the final result or the destination, there's a real sense of devotion that is able to come in because your heart's able to get on board. Things just feel right when you take your time, whereas there can be a little bit of instability if you try to rush something too fast. So take your time. I feel like whoever this person that's coming in, they are like a really solid person. You're a really solid person. And whoever this person is, they are very humorous. They bring out the laughter in you. I think you'll really enjoy this, okay? And yes, there is a lot to get done. There's a lot you're wanting to accomplish here, just in practical terms. I know that's been a concern for you for a while. When is it not? It's always a concern for Capricorn. Do make plans where plans can be made, but also create a little room for spontaneity and the unexpected to happen, because it does look like something's going to rush in here and stir up a little excitement, sort of give you a little bit of a healthy diversion. I feel it's good for you. You need to have a little fun here too. It can't be all work. You have to make room for play, Capricorn, okay? So where you can make a plan about the steps you want to take in practical terms, as far as your finances, what you hope to create a foundation for in your future, do so. And do understand that there is help on the way too. In regard to this, you do have somebody who's very kind, that is looking out for your best interests here. And I do feel like there's some kind of assistance coming in that will help you with your present material concerns. Okay, so there's somebody that you've helped out before. I feel this person's going to extend that assistance back your way. Looks good. Okay, looks good. Let's get some numbers for you, Capricorn. See what characters may be playing a role, or get some important dates here. Yeah, you see, the thing is that right now you feel like you're on hold, but you're not really on hold. You're just moving forward in a different way than you expect. You have to wait for this particular person to come in. They're going to change up the game for you. They could be a life path number 5. They could be a life path number 2. They could be a life path number 7. The 5th could be an important date when things really change in your situation. December 5th coming in there. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius also, that energy coming in with December. Also, the 2nd, in the light building phase of the new moon in Sagittarius that will be coming in on November 30th, December 1st, depending on where you are, will also be an important time of an alignment, okay? There may be some kind of assistance coming in at that time that helps you put a new foundation in place. I do feel like it's a bit of luck. It feels like a bit of luck. It feels like a bit of kismet for you. Maybe it does let you know that there is spiritual support out there too. You do have angels on deck that are looking out for you. There's a bit of synchronicity coming in there. And of course, the 7th is going to be a lucky day for you as well. You also could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You also could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus in regard to this situation as well, okay? Let's see any messages that want to come out for you, Capricorn. Okay. X is the first thing I'm seeing here. So it is that time. We're heading into Mercury retrograde. So an X could be coming around. This could be an X who feels like they owe you one. Okay, I got that kind of like I owe you kind of energy. So there may be somebody here that is helping you out of a difficult situation, or maybe paying you back for a loan you gave them or some kind of assistance you gave them. It's sort of like they're returning the favor, and it comes just at the right time. I do have the name Sue coming in relation to this as a name. Okay. There is something here about, toss around some different ideas, toss around some different perspectives. There may be something that you need to toss aside too, like an option that you've been considering that your heart isn't really behind, okay? So this is about getting a new view in a situation as well. Yeah, I feel like you have been sending out some calls to the angels to lend you a hand. I got SOS here. There may be some kind of challenge you deal with that does make you feel concerned about how you're going to manage this, how you're going to come up with the finances you need to deal with a particular situation. I feel like you're going to get through that, okay? It looks like there's some assistance coming in for you around this. I do have the name Tessa, okay? I also have XO, okay? So hugs and kisses. I do feel like there's something coming in that's going to just kind of lighten your heart up. It looks like you've been dealing with some mundane concerns, and there's something coming in here that, I don't know, weaves a special little magic in your life that allows you to focus on more lighthearted matters. I think that will be very helpful for you, okay? So letters, we have E, we have triple S's, so S is quite significant. We also have double O's here. O is significant. We have T, we have X, Texas could be factoring into your situation for some of you. And then we have U, okay? All right. You're almost to the other side of whatever you've been navigating here, okay? Looks like things are going to lighten up for you in a really good way. I like this energy that's coming at you. I think this person's going to lift your spirits, Capricorn. Okay. Aquarius coming in at 29:55. All right. So you're closing out a pretty significant cycle here, Aquarius. There's been some upheaval, I have to say, along the way, all right, as you've been closing out a cycle. It hasn't always been easy. There may have been some conflict too. You're about to come to the end of that, though, right? You're threading the eye of the needle, so to speak. And alignments coming in here, proper alignments coming in. So it'll be worth it, whatever it is you've been navigating here. I do feel like there's been a lot of change. You may feel like, how many more changes can I deal with? Well, you got what it takes to get to the other side. The changes are occurring because the direction you were heading in is just a little off from where you're meant to go. So there's something about getting on the right path with the right people, and that is coming into view for you. So not too far off for you, Aquarius. What guidance do the Archangels have for Aquarius here? Oh yeah, you got a brand new beginning coming in here with Ace of Raphael. This is a new beginning in love. This is a new opportunity. There's somebody here that really does like light you up. Got to just remember to breathe through it, okay? You might have your nerves activated a little bit. I do feel like this person, having a new beginning with this person, it's a big deal. It's not a little thing, all right? You may have dealt with a lot of emotional challenges. It may have been rough, but there's a really positive new emotional experience ahead of you. It's sort of uncharted territory. So just be open to what comes in here. I feel like there's an opportunity for fulfillment in a romantic relationship, and this is going to be deep and lasting, not just in terms of the relationship itself, but also what it provides you in terms of your spiritual growth. So this looks like a very soulful connection, looks like a brand new opportunity being put on the table with a soulmate. I like this energy for you, Aquarius. Some good energy there. Okay, let's see what else wants to come in here from the Archangels for Aquarius. What other guidance do you have for Aquarius, Archangels? You can always use some angels on deck, man. And it is this season, 'tis the season to bring the angelic energy in and pay attention to the synchronicities that are whirling around us and all of the special messages that tend to come in during the holiday season. Let's see what's coming in here. Yay. I mean, I'm going to do one more round. I mean, that may be it. I mean, it looks like this is quite the foundation for your future, how you're going to move forward in the future. And do a cut of the deck here, okay? This is going to be all you're going to have room to really sort of process, hold space for when this comes in. It does look like it's something that is a big change in your life. It creates a lot of it feels intense. You know what I'm saying? It's like it feels intense. Like you kind of need to breathe through it because it's all this energy flooding into you, but it's not an intensity that needs to be feared. I feel like the two of you share a connection that it can be quite activating, okay? There's just such a soul recognition there, all right? You could be dealing with a fire sign. We have King of Gabriel here. And this is somebody who really wants to be generous towards you. I think that you feel just a lot of inspiration coming through this connection. It might have its share of drama too. And the way that this comes into your life, this new beginning, it may be a bit theatric. Okay, there's something about that. This person's very driven though. Like when they know what they want, they know what they want. And they're going to make sure that they get a new opportunity with you. So keep your eyes on the big picture here in terms of this relationship opportunity that's being put on the table. And let somebody else take charge for a change. You might be used to sort of being the one to call all the shots, but it's saying leave the details to others. I think you might like what they plan here, okay? It feels like it might be a little bit of a surprise, something that takes you by surprise. And this is an experience that, you may have had some false starts with this person, but whatever is opening up now, it leads to a successful outcome in your relationship. I also feel like this is something you've been really concerned about for a while. I think this person's been concerned about it too. Like, how do we work this out? You're going to find the way through with each other. And we have King of Michael on the other side. So both of you want to take action toward this. This is your energy. And I see that both of you are in this place where you're like ready to take action on this situation. You're a little different from each other. One of you is more dramatic and, excitable and very ambitious and optimistic. And the other of you is more rational. You like to really have things planned out. You like to understand what you're dealing with. I mean, you have your ambitions, but not without having a plan. And there's something here about ditch the plan. Let this person lead. Let them show you the beauty of kind of going along for the adventure and letting the plan unfold spontaneously. Bring more passion into this situation. It does seem like, you're supposed to let this person lead a little bit. You can learn something from their enthusiasm. That's what I feel, okay? And yes, it is important to remember experiences you've had before with this character. Certainly, don't toss aside the wisdom you've gained in the past. I do feel like there's been challenges in your connection, but also don't be so set in your viewpoint that you can't have objectivity, okay? Because there is another view to consider here. In fact, it's really important right now. And stay in your integrity as well, okay? So you may be really excited as this starts to move forward, and you might sort of choose against your better judgment to not bring up certain things because it just feels so good to finally be seeing some progress in this connection. You can't do that, okay? You got to stay in your integrity. Do be truthful. And it is necessary to air certain things out here, okay? So I can see that one person might be dramatic about that. They may be just of the mindset like, come on, everything's good now. Let's just get going. Let's get going. Let's get to enjoying each other's company. Let's get back to having a good time. It's 37:33 on the clock with that. So I do feel like this person's just really excited to, be reunited and to be moving something forward here. There's been a need for peace in this situation for a long time, and it's been challenging, but there is a need to have an open, honest communication here. So don't be distracted from that. That piece is important too, all right? Otherwise, this looks really good, okay? Do expect to hear a message from this person. They're telling you about something, like it feels like they're educating you about something, like some new development, something that's happened. I feel like it's an excuse for them to be able to reach out and connect with you. They could be an earth sign energy, doesn't have to be. Could be fire sign. They could have strong earth and fire in their chart, okay? Let's go ahead and get some numbers for you to get you some more clues. Yeah, so where you feel like things have been held back, not so. You're going to race ahead here, okay? You will be moving forward. You will be passing go. We do have number 7 here. So something that one time seemed like kind of a bad luck cycle is turning around. Your luck is turning, especially in this connection. I think you'll thank your lucky stars when this connection comes through. Your energy, Aquarius, it does make me think of the stars. So I do feel like this is something you hoped for a long time. It looks good, okay? I think January is going to be a real important month for you. I also feel like you might get a message coming in from this person, or it's go time. You get the go signal with the new moon that comes in around the 1st of December, okay? And I also feel like there's a new vision that's hatched at that time about a new way forward too. You could be dealing with a life path 1, you could be dealing with a life path 6, you could be dealing with a Capricorn in this situation. You could be dealing with a Gemini or Cancer in this situation as well. Okay, that's what I got for you. It looks good. Whatever this is, it looks good. I do feel like your luck's about to turn, okay? You may feel like it ain't looking so hot right now, especially in terms of this connection, but there's a lucky break coming here. That's what I got. Things are about to turn around. You will find a way to work it out, whatever you've been dealing with here. Let's get you some letters and any messages that want to come through for Aquarius. Okay, let's see. Got the name Sandra, Sandy, in connection to that. Also Andy. I also see C as in Espanol, C, yes. Okay. So there's something that comes through that it's a yes, okay? It's a yes. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. Is somebody going to pop the question? Maybe. Maybe that's what somebody's been wanting. Maybe there was some kind of disagreement about that, or there was something that wasn't making that possible at one time. Okay, interesting, interesting. I see yay coming in with that. So yeah, I feel like somebody has really wanted to just, put a ring on it, man. That is coming through for somebody. They might have something very special to celebrate during the holidays. Okay. I do have the name Pat coming in with that. I have ATV here, so somebody may be planning on going and taking the ATV out, having a little fun, going on a trip. I got the dunes, Baja, California is coming through around that. This came in when I brought that in. Yeah, somebody needs to take a break from the grind, man. Somebody's been really grinding hard. They've been working really hard. You need to have some fun, right? Go have some fun. It'll do you a world of good, okay? Where things have felt like they were really down, you're about to experience a turn of fortune, okay? The world's about to turn, the wheel of fortune's about to turn in your favor. You're about to move on up. It's going to be a much more positive cycle for you, okay? I also have the name Gavin coming in. I got Georgia coming in around that. All right, that's what I got. As far as letters, I have R, I have T, I have double Y. So I think there's like something here, there's mutual agreement. It's a big yes, okay? I got G, I got A, I got V, I got U, S, D, I, N, U and P, double U's too. I got the name Ursula in connection with the U's, just sort of funneled in there. All right. Looks good. This is kind of funny. This is weird. This might give you a clue about this person that's coming in. I got TP as in toilet paper, but like the T is upside down. So I feel like you both have gotten in silly arguments about toilet paper. Should it go up or should it be rolled under? Okay. I'm just coming in as a little side message there, Aquarius. That's what happens, right? When you're stressed out about things, like little things become big things. So it's kind of funny. No nitpicking necessary here, okay? Things are looking a lot better for you. All right, Pisces coming in at 4540, Pisces. Okay, let's see what archangel messages want to come in for Pisces. What archangel messages want to come in for Pisces? What archangel messages want to come in for Pisces? What archangel messages want to come in for Pisces? All right, let's check it out, Pisces. Ooh, epiphany. You're about to have a major aha moment, courtesy Archangel Raziel. And this is a huge time of spiritual growth for you. There's a lot of wisdom that's awakening in you, and there's wisdom that you're meant to share with other people. You may find that there's a lot of people that are turning to you at this time for guidance to show them the way through a situation, shine a light forward for them because they feel like they're kind of fumbling around in the dark. And I also feel like you're searching for some of those answers too. It's sort of coming through almost as like a little bit of irony because you feel like you're also trying to find your way through a situation and you feel like you're kind of on your own here. So it's funny to you because you're like, well, I don't have all the answers either. I'm trying to find the way forward, but you have all these people reaching out to you like you have all the answers, you know the way to go. And you're like, well, I'm figuring it out just like all of you. But I do feel like the answers are coming through for you. And there is this guidance for you to really drop in for meditation that if you create the space to drop in to meditate, there's something that will be like an aha moment for you. And suddenly it just dawns on you the right way to move forward in a situation. This could be in relation to a Virgo. It does have that kind of hermit energy. I also feel like you have been keeping to yourself. Maybe you've been keeping to yourself because you're like, look, I'm going through my own stuff. I'm integrating a lot here. I'm trying to figure stuff out. I don't have time to help you figure stuff out. And I got all these people reaching out to me, looking for me to, sort of show them the way. I'm trying to find my own way here. I can see that too, right? But I do feel like something's about to click. It's about to fall into place for you, and it'll give you a lot of clarity about the way forward here. Shines a bright light forward for your future, Pisces, okay? What other guidance wants to come in for Pisces, archangels? What other guidance do you have for Pisces that wants to come through, archangels? What other guidance do you have for Pisces that wants to come through, archangels? What other guidance? Ooh, that flipped right up. Oh, see? Where you don't know the way forward, oh, it's coming. Here comes your chariot showing up on the scene, and transformation is just about to activate. In a situation where you felt kind of like held up or stuck at the crossroads, we got Archangel Metatron coming in to take all those lower vibrational energies and transmute them, lift the vibe. The key for you right now is just to have determination, right? I feel like first, in order to have determination, you have to determine which way you're going. And I do feel like that epiphany, that awakening moment is coming through for you. You also will have to exercise a fair share of self-control. Like wherever you're going, it will require that you have a little bit of discipline in play and that you have to stay very focused here. For a lot of you, this could be in terms of your career, okay? You may be somebody that you have a lot of knowledge in a particular field. You may get a lot of people that are always coming to you asking for your help and your assistance. You may not realize that this might be part of what you're supposed to do in terms of your work in the future. All right. But whatever this work is, if you're working on a level where you're guiding people, or maybe you're doing readings for people, or you're offering them some kind of counsel, it might also be necessary for you at times to kind of like pull your energy back, take time to yourself where you could just drop in and sort of clear all the files and just have a clean slate to work with. Because you can get to the place, especially if you're guiding a lot of other people, where you take on too much outside energy, and then you can feel like, well, gosh, now I feel like I need to figure out where I'm going, and I've got all this other energy tapped into my space. Okay, so I feel like that could be important for you in terms of this work that you're going to be doing. I do feel like there is some kind of career advancement coming in here, and where you have felt like maybe you haven't gotten some acknowledgement that is overdue. I do see that there will be acknowledgement of your success by others, so there's some kind of very tangible moving forward here. It looks really good for you, Pisces. Okay, and that really just presented itself. So it's interesting to me. It's almost like you just need to give the space for the clear way through to present itself. It might be a little bit too much searching, and sort of like the way through the opportunity, it sort of just presents itself on the scene as you kind of give yourself some time and space to integrate some of the stuff you've been going through. I feel like you've been helping out a lot of other people, and that's sort of gotten you a little less focused on your own way ahead here. Okay. Oh, wow. I just realized I went to turn this over to do a cut of the deck. And yeah, there's a new beginning coming in your judgment, right? So there's something that's being balanced out, an old karmic cycle. That judgment energy is the energy of the Libra South Node being transformed here. You're moving on up. It could be that you're moving on up in a family matter. That's possible, or with a group of people here. I'm seeing 4 figures here. Okay, 2 of them could be children. There could be children factoring into this situation. There is a new beginning. You're about to start a brand new life, and your career may play a role in this. And it is about you aligning with your purpose, and you're about to find your purpose. So where you felt kind of like close but no cigar, I do feel like that alignment is just sort of arriving on the scene for you, maybe in a very unexpected way. I also feel like where there's challenges in the past, especially in some kind of group dynamic or within your family, it's time to be a little bit more forgiving in the way you look back on the past. Have a little compassion as you review things and what's happened before. You do need to understand that everybody has their own experience in a situation, and this is being highlighted. There also may be an opportunity to mend some rifts along the way, and this is something important to keep in mind. Okay, I do feel like there are those that you are kind of ironing out some stuff with, that will be moving forward with you into this next chapter. So that's just coming through as a side note, that you don't want to lose that piece. Okay, cut of the deck. Yep, there's something being brought to a close here with the world. It could be in relation to a fixed sign. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and Aquarius, or a Leo in this situation. I do feel like whatever was sort of like in a fixed place, like unable to move, unable to shift, something is changing here. The world is turning. You have Archangel Michael on your side here, just creating some protection around what wants to come in now. And where you have been dealing with challenges and you thought all was lost, I do see there's a happy ending coming into view in this current saga. There is also this sense of like something coming full circle here. There's a sense of completion, but also something coming back around the bend in the proper timing. All right. A lot of spiritual growth and insight coming through this. And yes, there is a decision that does need to be made here. And it feels like it's a decision to allow a world to kind of turn. You know what I mean? Get a different view, get a different perspective of a situation, allow the change to happen, allow what needs to be released, open up to different perspectives in this situation. A decision is factoring in very strongly. Could have something to do with the Capricorn with that 15 energy. It's also a little bit of a tricky choice to make here. It's a little bit of that sort of devil energy, but I also feel like it involves your career advancement and worldly success and what that looks like and how to go about that, okay? All of these things will come in that will give you the clue on the best way to move forward and also get some kind of obstacle out of your way that you feel like has really been holding you back from the success you deserve. It says release yourself from that which holds you back. There's a need to detox, and there's unnecessary worry here that's based on a lack of self-confidence. So there's also that energy of like, throw your hat in the ring, okay? Maybe not everybody will resonate with what you put out there, what you do, the choice you make. But this is about you really trusting your own judgment and what feels right to you. It will pay off. And I do think it may take some time, but eventually others will see like, that was a good call you made back there, okay? So let's get some numbers for you to see what kind of characters are playing into this situation or dates of significance. I mean, yeah, I do feel like after a time of something that felt like bad luck here, we have snake eyes, okay? It felt like a big loss. You may have even felt like maybe there was some actions that were taken in the past that weren't the best actions. So you felt like you were kind of burning through the after effects of some, not the most well thought out kind of choices. You may have felt like you were being held back for a while, but that's about to change. Okay. So you are going to move forward here. I see that. Also, the first is going to be a really important day of alignment for you. So that new moon in Sagittarius that's coming up November 30th, December 1st, depending on where you are in the world, that's going to help you see the clear way to move something forward with another person, I feel. And I think that will continue to be illuminated, this epiphany that dawns on you at that time as of the 2nd. I also feel like January and February, the opening of the year of 2025, will be an important time for you where there's a lot of progress, especially in terms of your career. It's really coming in through that sort of like avenue of aligning with your life's purpose or the work that you're meant to do at this time. There's a big beginning here. I think you'll be happy about how things move forward. Okay, looks really good. All right, let's go ahead and see some other messages for you here. This might give you some additional clues. A handful here. Something is still kind of like stuck in the bag. Come on, cat out of the bag, man. What do we got here? Okay, let's see. All right. You could be dealing with an Aries in this situation, and Aries could be factoring prominently. So that makes me think of the Aries North Node. So yes, you are aligning with your purpose, kind of work that you're meant to do. This will be illuminated for you. Zoe, the name Zoe coming out there. I also have the name Mia, as well as missing in action. Okay, so you feel like somebody's been missing in action and you're wondering like, when is this going to rise up to the surface again? I know they've been MIA, but it's only a matter of time before this crops up again. I do have rise, so I do feel like you're rising up out of the difficult cycles of that south node energy, and you are moving on up to the north node. It will be time to rise and shine, not too long from now, okay? I also feel like where things needed to be balanced out karmically, they have been paid in full. We have pay, okay? I also feel like your payday is coming, okay? But okay, there's something about you as an individual and really trusting where you feel called to direct your energy at this time, okay? It will pay off. You might need to move forward independently. And it might even be something that other people don't really get, or maybe they don't see your vision. There's something that did come in about you'll get the acknowledgement down the road. Just keep going in the direction that's speaking to you here. You've got to trust this epiphany when it comes through. I also have Om, okay? So I do feel like meditation, yoga can be quite beneficial for you at this time. I have easy, like easy, all right? Take it easy, right? You do need to give yourself an opportunity to kind of like rise up into this as well. Take your time. It's all going to work out just fine, right? I have Riz. Okay, so I feel like there's a charismatic character that you're coming into contact with here. I got I with that, like yes. Okay, this person may say that. They may say I instead of yes. Okay. I have the name Aya. I do feel like you are going to get some prize, okay? Just keep your eyes on the prize and you'll get what you desire, all right? You just have to really stay focused. Despite dissension you may hear around you, I have AA as well. Somebody may have recently given up alcohol. Somebody may have been dealing with somebody that was struggling with alcoholism. There could be a codependency that's been factoring into a family dynamic. You may be getting support for that. I also hear Al-Anon. Okay, so sometimes if you've been dealing with somebody that has an issue, even if it's not your issue, it can be helpful to get support and learning how to navigate that. So that coming in as well. And I also got it is what it is. Okay, so I do feel like it's been kind of like a challenging situation in regard to that, but it does look like you're getting to the other side. And that's what I got. Letters, we have P. We have double E's, so E could be significant in this situation. We have S, we have M, double A's. A's are significant. We have R, we have triple I's, okay? So there could be three individuals that are needing to sort of like iron something out with each other. On your way to Oz, oh, well, Dorothy, on her journey to get back home, who had the power all along, I have to say, she was joined by three. So you may be joined by a scarecrow that is in search of some brains, a tin man who needs a little heart, and a cowardly lion that needs some bravery, okay? This energy coming in. I also have MRI here, okay? So somebody may need an MRI if you've been dealing with some kind of health issue or you've been trying to get somebody to go to the doctor. You might want to have that followed up with an MRI, or there may be an MRI that is being ordered here, okay? That's what I got for you, Pisces. Put these back in the bag here. Okay. Let me move it on to Aries, coming in at 104.23. Take a little sip. All right. Aries, what messages do the archangels have for Aries? 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 Ooh, I like it, Aries. You have Archangel Uriel on your side, assuring you that the sun will rise again. There's some happiness coming in here for you. A lot of happiness, okay? A lot of triumph over lessons of the past as well, okay? This could be concerning a Leo as the basis of the matter. I think that, it's a beautiful life right now. You're really starting to realize that, if something ain't broke, don't fix it. Life is wonderful for you at this time. At least you're feeling more optimistic than you have in a long time. And there's something about that, like really continue to tap into that energy, because I feel like the more that you tap into the positivity that you are seeing show up on the scene, the more that builds a momentum for you that has you thriving. I also feel like there's something coming in here pretty soon that's really going to lift your spirits. It's going to feel like a big success for you, a big success. It's like a redemption moment, a redemption over the past. That's how it's coming through. A really big success here. And the way it comes in is definitely going to inspire you. Okay, could be in connection with Leo. It's possible, right? There might have been hints around this back in Leo season as well. And with that, we have 3 of Michaels. So I do feel like there's been some kind of separation here in the past. There's been some kind of heartache in the past. I feel like there is something here that you're almost ready to move out of. You've been in a process of releasing the past. You've grown a lot from this situation. And there's something here about the value of time. It's taken some time to heal from some old wounds, but you're about on the other side of this. And so now I feel like now that you're getting through the heavy part of that, you're ready for the light to return. And there's something coming in here that definitely inspires you. We have Empress energy coming in here. So that is Libra energy, Taurus energy, coming in with Archangel Gabriel to help you exercise wise judgment in a particular relationship. Gabriel also helps with communication in relationships here. You might have a particular plan that you want to set in motion. I feel like you should go for it, okay? And the more creative you are about this, the better off it will be. It will be rewarded. And this is also about something coming into view that you're going to view as like a luxury, right? You have a lot of success building in your life. You have a lot of resources available to you. It does look like you're coming into a time of abundance that maybe is going to allow you to spoil yourself a little bit, or maybe spoil a special someone here. This is you transforming the energy of the past, though. Absolutely. You're transforming the karma of the South Node. You're rising on up to the activation of that North Node position that you represent there. Okay. Rising on up into the Emperor's throne. And it looks good on you. Okay. I do feel like there's an important communication coming in here. And there is some emotional discussion that's taking place here. I think where there have been communications before in relation to opening up the heart space, they may have been a little rough, okay? They may have been a little bit combative. At times, there wasn't even a possibility to have these kind of discussions because there was a lot of blockage around the heart. I feel like there's been a softening around the heart with the page of Raphael, okay? There's also something here about maybe connecting on the shore, okay? Near a body of water, you might be planning something. You might be going on a trip, could be going on a trip to the ocean, going on a trip lakeside, something about this too. Maybe drop in with somebody. You want to connect with somebody. You want to open up some communication. You want to let down the walls a little bit. You might be dreaming up something around this, or somebody else is dreaming this up around you. I do feel like things are taking more of a kind of like a dreamy quality at this time. You're moving out of the more like kind of nightmare energy and more of the sort of dreamy, lofty kind of vision of what's possible for your future as a result of this communication that's opening up here. And you are entering into new emotional territory. This is a new emotional situation. To expect messages regarding relationships, also social invitations coming in. This may be an invitation that you are receiving or extending to another to go and drop in for some quality time with each other. Your intuition will guide you about this, and I think that your intuition is spot on at this time. So trust what comes through. If you receive an invitation, if it feels like, yeah, I should open up to this, you absolutely should. I think you'll appreciate how it turns out. Or if you have an idea, kind of like conjuring up something special for somebody that you want to drop in with deeply, have a sense of healing with, have a new start with, trust where your hunches are guiding you. I do feel like that will really pay off for you. And let's go ahead and do a cut of the deck just to sort of cap off this energy for you. See what we have. Oh, yes, we have something moving forward here. And it's absolutely your energy coming forward here. I do feel like if you're receiving an invitation, you're choosing to go. And if you've got an idea of something you want to cook up with a special someone, I do see you moving forward with these plans. I think you feel really confident about this move you're about to make. You feel very excited about it, enthusiastic about it. You might have had to kind of like get yourself prepared for this, but you got the courage you need to move this thing forward. And you also got the charisma too. So it is time to take action. I feel like you're aligning with your passion and how you're moving forward here. And you know just what you need to do in this situation. And your insight is spot on, okay? It will pay off. You could also be moving forward with a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone who holds fire just like you. It does lead to some happy outcome here after a time of separation, after a time of disappointment. Maybe you dealt with a tower, you dealt with some stormy circumstances in your connection. I do see that there is transformation and healing here. There's promise of better tomorrows in this connection. And this is a time when a lot of love and blessings are going to start to fill your life. There's harmony coming back into your relationships where there was a lot of conflict. So this feels good. And there's even healing in family connections just in time for the holidays. So at least with this chapter of your story, things are coming to a happy conclusion. And you see a new way forward for your future and your future with others, which is really good here. Okay. Let's get some numbers of significance for you, Aries. Life path 6 could be significant. Double emphasis on the 6 because we also have 5 and we have 1. Okay, so life path 6 could be significant here. Also, there may need to be a new beginning in sort of shifting a vision for how do we move this forward. I do feel like you're dealing with another or others in relation to this. There are changes required here, and there may have been some instability, but it is leading to a brand new beginning, and it looks really good. This new beginning is bringing in alignment, okay? We do have 11 energy coming in with that 1. That makes 12. Okay, you could be dealing with a life path number 3 as well in this situation. You could be dealing with a life path 5, a life path 1. Also 111, 1111. These are synchronicity numbers for you that let you know you're about to come into an important alignment with another. Okay. This could also be, I am getting this, that this could also be somebody new that is entering your life as well. All right. So where you've needed to heal old connections as they've been released to open you up for new opportunities, I do see that this alignment could be coming in for you too, all right? You'll know when you're about to align with somebody of significance when you start seeing those 11 synchronicities show up on your path. I also feel like this month, has been an important month for you, and December is important as well. So how this current year is closing out makes a big difference in how you open the new year of 2025. Okay, or whenever you happen to come to this read, these are timeless messages. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Gemini, you could be dealing with a Taurus in your situation as well. Okay, you could also be dealing with a Leo, that energy came in. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, any of these characters could be factoring into your situation. And let's get you some messages. What wants to come in here? Archangels for Aries. Okay, what do we have here? Let's see. I have mind. So there is a need to make up your mind about something. It is time to make a decision about how you want to move forward. This is really important. I do feel like there's something here you've been weighing out. That's funny. I got PSA, public service announcement. I feel like there is some announcement you're making to sort of alert others about, your decision, what you've decided to do in a particular situation. That there is something kind of monumental about it because you are making an announcement. I have the name Tessa coming out in relation to this. I also feel there is a pest. You might be alerting about this too. Maybe somebody or something that has been very problematic that you're letting this know this is done. We're not going to be dealing with this kind of energy anymore. I've made up my mind about what I need to do. And I do have sit coming in here. So it's like you're telling a particular pest to sit down. Their time's up. Okay. I do have up. Their time is up. Sit down. Your time is up. I've made up my mind about what I want to do. It feels like whatever decision you're making here, it's like something you're alerting others about. You are making an announcement about this is the way things are going to go moving forward here. Okay. I do have the sands of time. That's wild. Okay. So again, sands, it makes me think of the shore. Okay. There might be something about this, something about traveling, going on a trip to some body of water, maybe having a conversation on the shoreline with somebody. Okay. Maybe you need to take it to a natural environment to drop in with this person. Okay. Also, the sands of time. I think you've been reflecting on this a little bit, how much time has passed, how short of time we have. And so you definitely want to make the most of the time you have. This certainly could be also with a family member. You want to make each moment count. Okay. You may have a family member that, has been dealing with some health challenges, and you want to make sure that you get things right with them at this time because, it's too late to tell somebody how you feel once they're gone, this kind of coming in. And this could also deal with, somebody that you've been at odds with, it's too late to tell them how you feel when they're gone. So there's something here about not wanting to waste time anymore. Yeah, there is something here that does feel like it's been a bit messy that needs to be cleared up. Okay. I also have the name Essie or Esmeralda coming in relation to this too. I have the name Matt. I have ND, non-disclosure. Okay, so there may be something that you feel like would only make things messy if you were to open up about it. You may be talking to somebody about this. This could be around something that you feel was like maybe acting a little bit out of the lower nature. I got sin coming in relation to that. Okay. So maybe you know that it's something that would only cause more problems, waste more time. Okay. And with that, I got damn, you know, damn it, actually. Okay. Yeah. Something really caused a lot of issues. So you might want to just sort of like not open up that Pandora's box. It's sort of how it's coming through. Yeah. There's also a situation that you have suspicions about. Okay. I think where you have suspicions, you're probably right. Okay. This could be around someone named Dan. I also have Danny. Okay. I feel in that case where you think somebody has been like paired up with somebody, that they've been working with somebody and it's felt really suspicious to you. Yeah, they're on the same team. You're right about that. Okay. I do feel like there will be clarity about that. There will be clarity about that that will really allow you to aim your focus in the right direction. Okay. I also feel like you're going to get some tip off about this. Somebody's going to come in and give you a tip about this that alerts you to this issue, gives you some clarity about this where it's been lacking. I feel like we'll come in through a man specifically. Okay. All right. That's what I got. Letters. We got T, I, P, E, D, S, U, S. Double S's are significant, okay? U, M, A, and N, okay? All right, Aries. Let's dive into Taurus. Taurus coming in at 123.05. Lots of change on deck. Get ready. The changes are just beginning, Taurus. That's what I'm hearing. You may have thought that you knew how you were going to be entering the new year. Not so fast. Everything's about to shift. There's a lot of changes on deck that are coming in for you. I feel like you're going to be going through quite a few endings, even as new things are beginning simultaneously. Okay, it's a very interesting juncture for you. That's what I'm getting here. What guidance wants to come in from the Archangels for Taurus? What guidance wants to come in from the Archangels for Taurus? What guidance wants to come in from the Archangels for Taurus? We have 6 of Raphael. You are connecting with somebody very special here, okay? Somebody who awakens a very young part of you. This could even be somebody that you have history with or that you knew since you were a kid. This could be somebody that is coming around that they feel like they're part of your soul family, okay? There's soul recognition here. This is about rekindling certain relationships that may have fallen to the side. You may be connecting with a friend from the past. You may be connecting with somebody who you were romantically involved with in the past. There's like a reunion kind of energy here. I also feel it's like that soul reunion, soul recognition, like I know you, there's just that feeling of kindred spirits here, okay? I feel like whoever this is, whatever this is that's coming into your life, it does awaken kind of a young part of you, makes you feel excited. And there's also an influence on children here in this situation, okay? So I feel like there could be a connection with somebody that you share a child with, working things out with them if you had some kind of falling out here. Also, I feel like maybe you have a child or you're going to have a baby, and this is something that's very important to you as well. Maybe to heal certain rifts just to ensure that there can be a good environment for the child to be raised in here. I also feel like there's new friends coming to your path. So there's a lot that's changing here. You could be healing your relationship with the child, you may be having experiences if you have a child who's all grown up where you're like, wow, I remember, when they were just, a little baby and look where they are now. So there's something that's really coming in here. And maybe it's been a while since you've seen your kid, if they're all grown. I feel like you're having a visit here. You're dropping in with people that you feel soul resonance with. This looks really good. And it's making you feel excited just in time for the holidays. All right, this is good energy coming in here. All right, real nostalgic kind of energy too. You might be connecting with people you've had connection with before. You're talking to them. You're reliving old times. You're remembering back when. Right? There's just a sort of a sweet vibe here coming in, Taurus. Right? What other guidance wants to come through for Taurus from the Archangels? What other guidance wants to come through from the Archangels for Taurus? Ooh, okay, we got a flyer there. Something that's crossing your path. Let's see what this is. Whoa. Interesting. Okay. So this is wild because peace, okay, which is associated with the death card in tarot, there's something here that has been released. There's something you have let go of. You closed one door so you could enter a new door of opportunity. And I feel that door is about to open up for you. You've made peace with this. You've released the past. You know that what is up ahead is going to be more fulfilling for you. And I do feel like you just kind of at one point, you just let go. You stopped trying to control something. You just stopped trying to get a particular outcome. And you just released it and you turned it over to spirit. I do feel like spirit's taking the reins here. Whatever this is, it's something that was blocking your path and it was preventing you from moving forward. This could have been in relation to an emperor. So this is your energy, okay? You may have seen yourself landing in a particular spot that you called your destiny. And actually, there was something that you're kind of holding on to tightly here that you let go of. And it actually puts you in alignment with your true destiny, your true north here. Also, Aries energy connected to this. Whatever this was that you released, it created a new sense of stability in your life. I think that this was a clean cut. Whatever has been released here was done quite efficiently. And you're taking charge of a situation here. You got some ambitious plans for your future, and it could have something to do with your stability. So there could be some plans you have about your home. There could be some financial plans you have. There could be some plans you want to set in motion, just creating a stronger foundation in your life. I do see you moving forward with this. And it has everything to do with something you brought to a close. It's like it's been the final act. You took a bow. I feel like whatever this is, you closed it with grace. It wasn't the easiest, but Now it's time for you to really step center stage in your life, and you're getting an opportunity to shine here. I love this energy coming through. It says the situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So whatever this is, it's an important closure, but it does look like there's new doors of opportunity that will open up for you, that you'll be happy about, and new paths to explore. So this looks really good. Let's go ahead and do a cut of the deck and see what we got here for you, Taurus. We got some kind of wish fulfillment that's going to come in for you. This may even have something to do with going to a particular locale, going on a trip to a particular locale, moving to a particular locale, maybe somewhere tropical. Got Hawaii energy coming in there. Nine of Raphael, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So I feel like this is only an up leveling for you. Whatever you're releasing here, there's something so much better on the other side. And there is wish alignment coming in here. For some of you, you've wanted to have a dog for a while. You may become a new dog's forever home. Okay, maybe you're adopting a dog, this energy coming in. And then we have King of Ariel. Oh, okay. So we got your energy coming through very strongly. You could also be dealing with another earth sign energy. This is also you moving into a position where you really have a lot of stability in your life. You finally feel a sense of security. I know that Tauruses really do value their security, their stability. I think whatever this is, you feel like a sense of accomplishment. You feel like you're in your power. And there is a plan that you're putting in motion. It's for a foundation for your future. And I feel like it has something to do with the home. Also something to do with just like getting your finances really dialed in. There could be a new direction you're exploring in terms of your career. You might even be launching something. You might be launching a business idea that you've had like kind of sitting on the shelf for too long. Whatever this is, your plans are working out very well, and there's big professional and financial success here. When the money comes in, use it wisely. Think of longevity. And certainly, if you do have kids, I think that's going to factor into the choices you're making right now. You want to create a lot of stability for them. You could also be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. And also, you could be dealing with another Taurus like yourself, okay? Looks good. Whatever's happening here, it looks good. There's some kind of wish fulfillment, right? Things may turn out the way you want, you know? Then it seemed like maybe they weren't, okay? Maybe it's just working out in a different way or through a different avenue or with a different person or a different arrangement. There's something about stay open, okay? There's a little bit of magic weaving through your life. Let's get you some numbers here. Yeah, you're moving forward here. I see that. You're moving forward. You're not held back. I know you've been through a lot of change here. I do see that, okay? We do have this 5 energy coming in. You could have been dealing with a life path 5. There's been some instability in a situation you've been dealing with. You could be dealing with a life path 4, life path 1. But I do feel like there is a new time of stability, security, a new foundation coming in. I think foundation, I also think of the home, okay? So there might be like some repair work being done around the home, maybe even specifically around the foundation. You may be laying down a new foundation, okay? Maybe you're getting a home, maybe you're building a home, this piece coming in here, okay? This looks really good, whatever this is, all right? It's a brand new start for you. I feel like there might be some kind of news coming in relation to this around new moon in Sagittarius. I feel like on the 1st of December, something gets illuminated about that. There could be a Sagittarius in connection with this situation, or like I brought in, there could be a trip connected with this. You might be going on a trip. Maybe you go somewhere and you're like, oh man, I want to live here. You just really like where you go. I feel like it's somewhere tropical. if that's the case. That's what's kind of coming in here. Also, April is a really important month. So yeah, you could be dealing with an Aries in this situation, right? You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, right? I also feel like January and April are months of significance. Something that maybe was really in a place of instability at that time last year or this past year comes into a place of stability in 2025. That's what I got, okay? And it might have something to do with money in the bank in relation to that too. That's what I got. They'll have you laughing all the way to the bank. All right, looks good, Taurus. Let's go ahead and get some letters of significance for you. Okay, see what we got. Yes, there is a twist of fate in store, okay? So something may initially come through in such a way that it feels like fated, like it feels almost like it's a negative experience, but it's actually the stuff of your destiny. See, that's the thing with fate. Fate gives us the material to work with. Destiny is what we make with the hand we're dealt here. Okay, so this is playing your hand well. We know that things are going to turn out well in the end for you in this situation. I got cat. Okay, so pets are factoring strongly into this situation as well. You may be getting a new pet, a new dog, a new cat. I got like adopting, right? I got vacate, okay? I have vacate. So I do feel like there's one space or area that you are leaving to head in a new direction. This could be a shift in your home or locale. There's a toy that you want to get for a child, but maybe it's something that's really high in demand. You haven't been able to find it. I think you're going to acquire that. Been looking to get a special gift for a child for the holidays, or you're going to find the perfect toy for a child. Maybe you just haven't been able to set your mind on what you want to get them. You want to make sure it's the right gift. Okay. I got key, okay, like the energy, the life force energy key. Some of you may want to explore Qigong or Tai Chi, some kind of practice that helps you balance your energy that's coming in, especially if you've been dealing with any level of stress that can help you out. Some of you may have been dealing with something that's been going on with your face, something nerve related, and that's been stressing you out. Okay, you might be grinding your teeth, you might be dealing with TMJ. You might want to pick up a practice like that. It can really help you out just to sort of calm your nerves, okay? Some of you are changing your diet a bit. You're trimming the fat. You're trying to bring your health into balance. There might be something coming in where you are needing to make dietary changes. It's something about the quality of fats too. You might want to look at that, especially if you are having any kind of like nerve related issues that are connected to the face. Okay. I got yes on that, right? That's coming through pretty strongly, like direct hit on that, okay? I got the name Gia coming in. I got Q and A coming in. So I feel like you have a lot of questions about things. You're going to get the answers you're looking for, right? And this may be around a CEO. So you may be meeting with somebody who's like the head of a company. You may be stepping into a position like this. This may be something that's being offered to you. You have a lot of questions. I feel like you'll get the answers you need. I also have vet coming in here, okay? You can have people in your family that are in the military. I feel like you're connecting with one of those people. They're a vet. You're connecting with one of these people around the holidays. I also feel like you may be adopting a pet and you may be taking them to the vet, okay, as well, just to kind of get them all checked out. Or there's something concerning the pet needing to go to the vet. I got that might have something to do with behavioral issues, right? You've got some questions, you'll get the answers you need. That coming in around California, okay? I also got Vermont there. Okay. Okay, letters I have O, Q, F, Y, E, S, G, I, A, C. We got double A's, so AA. There could be somebody in the family that is struggling with alcoholism. Maybe they're starting to go into recovery. Q, C, E, V, T. Okay. Right. Interesting. Also got T. Somebody may want to meet you for tea for the holidays. You drink coffee, they drink tea. I got LA coming in around that, or Louisiana as well. Okay? Interesting. All right. Gemini coming in at 142.32. Okay. What's coming in for Gemini, Archangels? What guidance do you have for Gemini, Archangels? What's coming in for Gemini, Archangels? What guidance do you have for Gemini? What's coming in for Gemini, Archangels? What guidance do you have for Gemini? Let's see what we have here. Six of Michael. Okay, I think you've been riding it out. You've been facing some storms of life. You've been through some choppy water. It's been difficult, but you're heading toward that light at the end of the tunnel. So you can be glad to just sort of like let out a sigh of relief. I feel like you're getting to the other side of a difficult situation. And it's time to make new plans. A lot of you are considering a geographic cure to your situation. You may want to just like kind of hit the road. You want to get some distance from this time in your life, the challenges you've been moving through. Some of you are straight up considering moving to an entirely new location. You want to start all over again. You want to have a clean slate to work with. Hey man, sometimes a geographic cure can do wonders, but there is this feeling of movement. You're moving around a particular issue by moving away from it. Maybe you recognize that just time's up in a certain situation, certain place. You're tired of kind of dealing with the same repetitive cycles here. You're ready to expand into different possibilities. And I do feel like a lot of you are heading out there. You're hitting the road. You're looking at new, destinations. You're exploring, maybe exploring where you want to lay down roots, where you want to live. But whatever this is, it's moving you out of the time of trouble. So I like that for you, Gemini. Okay, what's coming in here for Gemini? What is coming in here for Gemini? Archangels, what guidance do you have for Gemini Archangels? What do you want to let them know? What's coming in for Gemini Archangels? What guidance do you have for Gemini Archangels? Something almost flipped up, that didn't quite, kind of like went back into hiding, okay? So, I feel like somebody almost picked up the phone and reached out to you and then they like changed their mind last minute. Okay, there's nothing else coming through here. So I'm going to do a cut of the deck. Seems like you've kind of had a lot on your plate. So it's sort of like, let's just take a breath. Okay, let's not overwhelm Gemini right now. Is kind of the energy that's coming through. Yeah, you're experiencing a big, big change. Okay, we got the wheel here. There's new beginnings coming in, all right, where things have been put on pause. I think you're finally ready to move forward. There may have been some things that you wanted to set in motion for a while, but they were delayed. Maybe while you were dealing with other people, you could have been dealing with stubborn people in your situation, or a lot of blockage that was potentially being created by one of the fixed signs. Okay, you could have been dealing with a Leo or a Taurus, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. I feel like, things are moving forward here. You're not on hold anymore. There could be a Sagittarius that is creating an opportunity to move forward and open up some new beginnings for you. This looks good. I also feel like where you are considering a change of direction, or where you are considering a move to a new environment, it will work out. It will. It'll offer you a lot of happiness. The change will do you good. So a change is in store. Things are about to shift for you in a big way. And I do feel like you're ending an old cycle. You feel a sense of peace about this. It's not hard for you to let this go. It was hard moving through it. I think there's a lot of relief in just finally accepting that, okay, that phase of my life, that time, that connection, that situation, that's over and done with. I'm ready to release the path. I'm ready to release the path is how it came through. So yeah, I mean, you may have been following a particular path for a long time, and now you're like, you know what? I'm going to go down that path less traveled. I mean, I've headed in all these different directions. Maybe I want to go somewhere entirely new. Where you've been trying to plan a vacation, maybe you initially were going to go somewhere you always go, and now you're like, well, let's go somewhere we've never been before, okay? I think that's a good change in plans. You'll like it, okay? It'll turn out to be a more enriching experience for you. Also, there's a lot of good stuff on deck for the future that's going to be coming in. Just let go and trust as you release what no longer serves you. I do feel like these changes are in your best interest. These changes are positive. And this is you moving to a higher rung of the spiral, okay? Things are looking up here. Good turn of fortune for you. May come in through a Knight of Ariel. So you could be dealing with an earth sign energy here. It may have felt like it took a long time for something to move forward. Could be with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I feel like it's good to move things forward more slowly here, because there's a certain level of trust and understanding that needed to be developed here. I think it'll be funny when this finally does move forward. It took a long time to come to a certain place of understanding. But now that you're on the same page, now that you figured out a way to move forward, it's a different way than before, maybe going in a different direction, or an entirely different place entirely. There's something here that now you can finally, set things in motion, okay? So I do feel like you're moving forward with something. You are putting one foot in front of the other. You could be moving something forward with somebody that it was stuck for a long time, neither of you could come to an agreement. I think you're seeing the humor in those misunderstandings. And you're getting on the same page here, okay? You might be making some plans, okay? How do we move this forward? What steps do we need to take? We got a lot we need to do here to move this thing forward, or we got a lot to do if we're going to move, okay? Might need to like be boxing stuff up, making some plans and setting things in motion there. But I feel like you got somebody really helpful here in your corner. They're helping you out as you make this transition. You'll get by with a little help from your friends, all right? If you are moving, I do feel like you can call in some help from your friends. They will show up. They'll help you get that done, so you don't have to feel so overwhelmed. You might currently feel like you're doing everything on your own. Nah, I feel like somebody's coming in to help you out here. Okay, let's get some numbers of significance for you. Could be dealing with a life path 6, could be dealing with a life path 3. I do feel like um, there's healing happening here as far as a vision for moving forward. It's something that brings you a sense of peace. You're moving forward in a way that you weren't expecting to move forward in the past. It's kind of a different like view for you than you thought you were going to have before you, but the change does you a lot of good. Um, I do feel like for many of you, though, some of you, you're in like a long-term relationship and you're figuring out how to move forward with that special someone. For others of you, you might be really kind of moving forward alone, I have to say, kind of on that hermit's journey as you head forward. And maybe that's what feels so different. You thought you were going to maybe be moving forward with somebody, but you're actually moving forward on your own. Or it could be that you're still staying in relationship, okay, in a case where you're in a committed relationship and there's a move happening, you may be deciding to get your own places so you can still kind of have, your private time and your own sense of individuality, okay? That might be just a solution if you've been dealing with some challenges. It might actually like kind of spark, a reigniting of that old flame between you two, I have to say. Okay? I think this is something that is very personal to you. You could also be dealing with a Cancer in this situation. You could be dealing with a mother in this situation. That could be the reason why somebody has to move. They want to be closer to their mother. Okay. Or maybe, somebody has to move out because somebody's mother needs to move in. She needs hospice care. That's possible. There could be some piece here about needing some healing. There might be some communication coming in around this, around a family member, and making arrangements in regard to that. That might be what's shifting in the home environment. You could also be dealing with a Pisces, also the closing of an old karmic cycle here. You're starting to get through the blind spots. You finally see a way to move forward and how you can create healing in your situation. I do feel like you're communicating about this and be dealing with a life path 9, 3, or 6. Also, the 3rd, the 6th, or the 9th could all be important dates that give you a new view of how you can move a situation forward, especially where there's been any kind of like third party dynamic that's been difficult to get around. Okay. And that could be in connection to a September born Libra or Virgo. We did have a Earth sign energy coming in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some numbers for you. Oh, we got the numbers, not the numbers. So maybe you need to get somebody's number. Before I can talk to them, I need to get their number. All right, well, you might want to hit some people up who could help you out with that, all right? Or maybe they can get in touch with that person and give them your number, all right? Let's get some letters here for you, Gemini. Something's wanting to stick to my hand here. Oh, we got J wanted to stick to my hand. This could be in connection with somebody who has the initial J in their name, right? Got JS, okay? Those could be initials. I also got just saying, right? That's what kind of came through with that, right? Let's see. I got beg coming in here. So I don't know if you got somebody that's like begging for another chance, or you feel like they're putting you in a position of begging. I heard beggars can't be choosers. This energy coming in too. Okay. Got D coming in relation to this. I got two D's. Dee Dee. Somebody's name could be Dee Dee. Yeah, I got D. D-E-E too. So D, Deanna. Okay. Deirdre. Somebody also in this situation feels like they've had to vie for someone's attention. They're not going to beg for somebody's attention. I feel that, okay? That energy coming in there. This could be why, there's something shifting. There's a need to let something go, move in a new direction. I got the name Vi coming in around that, okay? As well. VI, like violet, okay? This could be in relation to somebody who is attracted to the same sex, okay? That might be what's causing a problem if you're not, and you've been wondering how come I can't get somebody's attention. Well, there might be something going on there in relation to that, okay? I got Devi energy, Devi. Okay, so somebody might be on the path of Tantra, or maybe you're wanting, a little bit more of a soulful experience as far as how you connect intimately with another. This might be something you're exploring. You could be working with a tantrika or meeting a tantrika. Okay. I got Kev, so like maybe Kevin, the name Kevin coming in around this. I got the name Dell. Dell, it also makes me think of the computer, so you might be connecting with somebody, online, talking to somebody online. You feel like it's a big deal, whoever this is that you're connecting with online. It's big, okay? Ask that DM, okay? So do expect a direct message from someone. It'll be a big deal when you hear from this person, or you're about to reach out to somebody online and what you need to communicate to them. It's a big deal. This might be on IG, Instagram. This could be a baby's daddy, baby's mama in connection with that, okay? That's what I got. I got the letters D, E, L, M, B, double D's here, okay? You might be receiving an interesting message online on IG. Somebody might be sending you pictures. Might be sending you pictures of their rack. This just coming in, I have to say, kind of interesting to come in on an Archangel read. That's what's coming in. I got Eve, the name Eve coming in relation to that, okay? And I got K, okay? That's what I got. We had J earlier too. I think it got flipped over. J was the one that was sort of wanting to stick behind, but ended up coming out anyway, okay? So there could be like some kind of like clue about that too. Maybe you want to go somewhere and Jay doesn't want to go where you're going. So Jay's going to stay behind while you go where you're going to go. Somebody whose name starts with J. All right, that's what I got. Okay. Cancer coming in at 159.19. What guidance wants to come in from the archangels for Cancer? What do the archangels want Cancer to know? Spirit. What do the archangels want Cancer to know, Spirit? What guidance do the archangels have for Cancer, Spirit? What guidance do the archangels have for Cancer, Spirit? What guidance do the archangels have for Cancer, Spirit? We have Knight of Raphael. So we have your energy coming forward very strongly. I think you're in a very romantic, dreamy sort of space. There may have been a bit of drama that you cleared out of your space. Maybe it's given you more time for your natural essence to kind of come forward. I think you pulled out of drama. It could be that you pulled out of some kind of romantic drama as well. I think that you're in a sort of introspective space right now. You're feeling like you're getting a little bit more into your softer essence after a time when things were really stirred up. And I do feel like there is something that's shifting here where you pulled out of some really dramatic romantic situation or just drama in general, something that I feel like you had to pull back your energy for a bit and just have some time where you could kind of turn within and just sort of feel out where you were at with all of that. There was something you had to integrate there. I do feel like there's something special coming in here for you. There's somebody who is about to come into your life and they're going to bring an opportunity to enter into a romantic relationship, or this could be moving forward in a committed romantic relationship after a time of drama where maybe you were dealing with some fights, maybe you were dealing with some challenges, you sort of lost the heart in a situation. I do feel like there's a renewed sense of commitment here in terms of romantic relationships. And for those of you who have been single and you pulled yourself out of a really dramatic romantic situation, that was the right call because somebody's coming in here and they're going to sweep you off your feet. It's got that vibe, okay? And I think whatever's coming in here, whatever's about to take place, it's sort of like it makes your heart skip a beat. Okay. It gives you the butterflies in your stomach. It's that like new love kind of energy. And I feel like that even applies in a romantic relationship where you were already committed. You were just going through a rough patch. There's like a renewal of your commitment. Some of you may even be actually doing a renewal of your commitment through, having a second wedding, having some ceremony to mark the event. Okay, let's see what wants to come in here for Cancer. Wow, that came out right off the bat. Okay, we have some wish fulfillment coming through here for you. You do have Archangel Raphael that is helping you heal things in a relationship, also helping your heart heal so you can be open to new love. There could be a connection to Hawaii here coming in, somewhere tropical. You may be going on a dream vacation with somebody very special, or you may be meeting a soulmate on vacation. It says to make a wish because your dreams are becoming reality. Whatever you went through back there that felt a bit messy or dramatic, or there was some kind of conflict, I feel like that's being settled and you're heading into a really joyful time of your life where there is some kind of wish fulfillment coming in here. Somebody, wants to make your wishes come true as well. It's got genie energy. There could even be somebody named Genie in connection to this. But I do feel like make your wish, The angels are listening. They're ready to pull some strings for you. Look at this. You got a love relationship coming in here. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, it's the dawning of a new day, right? The sun will rise again. You may have dealt with difficulties. You may have dealt with challenges. You may have dealt with drama. And, for those of you who are single and you went through the release of an old relationship cycle, this is coming into alignment with somebody that is very kindred, okay? It's a soulmate coming in for you. And you both are going to create something beautiful together. You know, you may even come together through a creative project, but this is about the kind of future you create with each other. And I do feel like this isn't something casual. This is a committed relationship, okay? You'll both have eyes for only each other here. Maybe that's something you dealt with in the past. Wandering eye, okay? Somebody here will only have eyes for you. And where you have been dealing with a real difficult, you know, committed relationship challenge and you just didn't know how you could work this out, I do feel like it's important that you don't give up on the people that you love. Do allow some room, you know, for just the humanness to come through. Like we all make mistakes. We don't always get it right. We all have difficulty at times expressing our emotions, coming up with the right words, or you know, feeling sort of activated by things that go down. I do feel like there is opportunity for healing here too. Some of you are coming back into connection with somebody that they felt like they were your sunshine. I do have that song, You Are My Sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. There could have been somebody who passed too. You had to take time to integrate that before you could be ready to let love in again. You might be sort of getting that blessing coming in that it's time and there's somebody special coming in. This could even be in relation to a pet, okay? You might be bringing a new pet in. It may feel like it's your old pet come in to sort of heal your heart, letting you know that they're still with you. Interesting energy coming in there. But there is something that's healing here. And where you have had challenges with those, you know, you love, and this piece wanting to come in a family dynamic where there was loss in a family, where a family member passed on, and this created some challenges or created a rift between you and somebody very special to you. I do feel that this is getting to the other side of it. Try to be a little bit more patient with people. You know, it's difficult to go through a circumstance like that, so you're all feeling challenged. I do feel like, you know, where you've really wanted to see healing in a connection, you are finding the way to make that happen, okay? You just got to be a little bit patient with each other, okay? Have compassion for each other. You'll find a way through. This looks good. Let's do a cut of the deck and see what we got coming in here for you, Cancer. Six of Gabriel. Yeah, this is great energy. I mean, you're overcoming a major challenge here, all right? You will feel pretty proud of yourself when you see how things turn out. You've done a wonderful job with whatever this is. You should congratulate yourself. I don't think it's always been easy, but there's something you successfully completed here. And now it's time to move on to the next thing. I also feel in terms of your work, you're wrapping up an old kind of work you used to do, an old line of work you used to do. You're heading in a new direction or a new phase of your work, and there's some kind of big success coming in relation to the changes you're making here. Some of you are going to be acknowledged for a body of work. You may receive some kind of award. Some of you may be going back to school. You're recognizing the opportunity to do so because you're getting a full scholarship. This looks really good. And there's some kind of promotion here, you know, promotion of the work that you do, more recognition for the work you do, and a successful time of your life coming in here, coming into view. This is good. And we have 7 of Raphael coming in here. So I do feel like the thing that's kind of in a holding pattern right now is that you need to get really clear about what you want. I think you've been exploring options for a while. You may have been sitting at that wishing well, kind of trying to make some choices about what do you really want? You know, you've made wishes for things in the past, and you know you got to be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And this is about making a decision finally, being very clear about what you want. And then when you're aware of what you want, make sure that you take action in that direction, as well as do any kind of clearing work you need to do, any kind of detoxing you need to do, any kind of letting go of what you need to do in order to move in the direction you want to head in here. And so there may be a need to sort of detoxify your life from certain connections that are holding you back, or certain kind of habits, certain kind of mindsets, things that aren't serving you and moving forward here. I feel like this will be very successful for you. Whatever you close out here, it does lead to big success. This really does feel like this success is in terms of your work. There's something you're kind of revamping here. You're taking a new approach and you're getting what you need to feel supported and moving ahead. This looks really good for you, okay? So heading into a successful cycle, it looks like good news for you, both in terms of your work, getting recognition for your work, having progress in a new direction you want to head in, and maybe even some promotion too. So you might be staying within the same line of work, or staying with the same company, but you're getting a promotion, you're getting a different position, and this is going to pay off big for you. Okay, whatever this is, it's really good. It looks like everything is getting dialed in for you, but you have to get really clear about what you want, right? And that might be part of it, like sort of negotiating terms, working things out in terms of any contractual agreements you're entering into. I also feel like that plays out in your relationships too. You know, be very clear about what you want as this soulmate comes onto your path, as you're working through things in relationships. You'll be able to get what you want, though. It looks like it works out in your favor. Good energy coming in. Let's get some numbers for you, Cancer. Okay, yeah, you're moving forward here, again, in a different way than you expect, okay? This is through you having that time for introspection and also weighing out your options so you can get a clear view. I do feel it has you running in a direction that leads to your stability and the foundation for your future. We have 4 energy coming in here. You could be dealing with a life path 4. I also feel like that's something that's really important to you. How you move forward has to really be firmly set in place. So you need to be clear about the beginning. It will determine how things develop. I also feel with the number 2 coming in here, you are coming into alignment with somebody very special. And it's sort of like your 4 of Wands energy I got, you know. This is the person you will be building with in the future. This is a relationship that's, you know, it's got longevity. There's a real solid connection coming in here. This is somebody that you're supposed to align with at this time, or a relationship you are meant to heal at this time. And I do feel like when you get to that place of getting through the challenges, in the case where you're healing this relationship, you've already been in a commitment, you're working it out, there is a real coming together, maybe even within the family. It feels really good. I also feel like this shifts things around your home. You might be trying to make some choices about where you want to move, or some changes you want to make in the home as well. I think you'll be moving in a different direction than you anticipate. And it has something to do with somebody you're either healing with, or a new relationship that's coming in. It's going to kind of change up your plans a little bit. You don't see this right now. Right now, you're still sort of like trying to figure things out, I feel, but this is what's coming in. You could be dealing with a life path 2. You could be dealing with a life path 4. You could be dealing with a life path 6 here, or you could be one of those life path numbers. Also, February and the month of April will be important months for you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with an Aries, okay? You could be dealing with a Taurus in this situation. All of those energies could be factoring into the situation. Let's go ahead and get some letters for you to see any other messages that want to come through for you, Cancer, from the Archangels. Okay. Some of you are healing things with an X, okay? That's been part of your process. You might be surprised. You might actually get a call from that person. You might connect with them in some way. You might not expect that. This is coming through for California, okay? I also got the name Cal coming in here in relation to that. I also have the name Alan. I do feel like there is a man that plays a significant role in this situation, masculine coming through very strongly in relation to this. I have the name Valerie. I have the name Elle. Got Elle magazine too. So somebody may be a writer. They may be getting some work in relation to that. Maybe they're getting a column in a magazine. Maybe they're doing some print work as well. Okay, this is something unexpected. It's a big moment for you. I got came and I heard I came, I saw, I conquered. Okay, this looks really good. Might be making an announcement on X, formerly known as Twitter. Okay. Whatever this is, it's your ace. Okay. I do feel like there's ace coming your way. There's a new beginning coming your way. You got an ace up the sleeve. This may be something that's coveted. It may be something or someone that a lot of other people desire. I feel like you're acing out the competition in regard to that. It's really good for you. I got the name Ben. And it's weird because after Ben, I got Ban. So maybe Ben's not part of the equation. Maybe you banned Ben on social media. That's coming through. Okay. I also have van. All right. Some of you may be getting a new vehicle. You want to get a van. Right? You want something. Maybe some of you are even considering being mobile for a while. You're thinking of converting a van. So you can kind of like trip around for a while, figure out where you want to move. Or you just want to go on a road trip, you want to see the country in a different way. You want to see it on the road. Maybe you're also doing a little introspection while you're doing this. You also want to chronicle it by taking pictures as you go. You might be getting into photography here. Again, you might be doing print work, okay? You might get some kind of job for a magazine in relation to that. You might find yourself on camera. Okay, maybe this is kind of work you're meant to get into. All right. I switched, these accidentally turned over. Can't remember what letters they were before, but they're meant to. So I got IN. Yeah, you got an in. You got an in to a room that a lot of other people wouldn't have access to. There's some kind of opportunity coming through here for you, I have to say. It's extra large. It's larger than life, this opportunity. And I got C. You'll see. You'll see. You may not see it now. You will. It will come in for you. Okay. I'm also seeing like VIN numbers. So some of you are starting something where you're getting into sales. Maybe you're starting a business of your own. You're getting that set up. Okay. Woo, and this coming in, okay, we do have sex out here, so some of you are going to get lucky. And I think if that's the case, it's going to be other level, okay? You'll be pleased about the way you connect on that level, okay? All right, that's what I got. And in terms of letters, we have L, we have N, we have E, we have V, we have S, we have double E, so E could be significant. I got I, we got double N's, N could be significant. Okay, X and V. Okay, that's what we've got for you, Cancer. Okay. Let me just take a sip here, and then we'll dive into Leo. Home stretch here. Leo coming in at 2:20 on the dot. All right. You got clear vision about something, about how you want to move forward. You know what you're meant to come into alignment with. I feel like this is coming into view for you. Let's see what the archangels want to let you know at this time. What guidance do the archangels have for Leo at this time? What guidance do the archangels have for Leo at this time? Archangel messages for Leo's spirit. What guidance do the archangels have for Leo at this time? Let's see what we got coming in here. Peace. Okay, so you too have been releasing something. You let something go. You really evoked the energy of your strength card in the tarot to tackle this. It was something that maybe you struggled to release in the past. You have finally found the strength to just let it go. Oh, that's coming through as a cure song, and I can't remember. You finally found the strength to just let it go. You're releasing the past. You know that you're ready for the future. It's sort of like you had to sit in a space where you integrated a very, very important time in your life. It's not just the person associated with it. I feel that very strongly. It's a time in your life. It's a time that was very foundational in formulating your identity, how you saw yourself, how you saw the world. You've been through a lot of changes, and you needed to take your time with this. I also feel like you needed to end it. You needed to close it in the right way. You felt like the way it was left off, it just wasn't right. You needed to make peace with another. You needed to make peace with yourself. You needed to make peace with this time in your life. This could have been in relation to a Scorpio. I also feel something could have really come forward in relation to this during Scorpio season. So yes, it was 2:22:23 on the clock. So I feel like this is something you've really been recently integrating. It's been at the forefront for you. I think that you are ready though. You're ready to let go, and you're ready to trust where you're being led at this time. I think you know that there's better things up ahead for you, and you're ready to step into that. This is really being at a place where you finally come to that space of acceptance, you know? And whatever you've done here, I think that you can be at peace with yourself for the way that you address this situation. It's very powerful the way you close this out. It also was a bit of you taking your power back, okay? Archangel Azrael coming in around this for you, okay? Helping you with this transition as well. So let's get some more details coming in here for Leo. What messages do the archangels have for Leo's spirit? What messages do the archangels have for Leo? Okay. We got kind of like 50-50 energy here. It's a little bit divided. I like this, okay? Because I see where you decided to let something go. We have coming in here 15 decision. So it was tricky, you know, it was touch and go for a while because you knew you were dealing with a bit of a trickster kind of energy. This is that devil energy in the tarot. You also understood that there were ways that you were keeping yourself kind of attached to the situation as well, or you started to tap into the unhealthy aspects of this dynamic, this connection. And I say connection because it's coming in around a king of Ariel. Okay. So this could be an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that you needed to make a decision about. This also could be something in relation to what it means to be successful, how you viewed success. You might have been looking at it through, one sort of lens in the past, and now you're starting to realize that success, if it becomes sort of like a gilded cage where it doesn't allow you the freedom to bring your individual ideas forward, where it doesn't feel like it's an empowering experience, but instead you feel like really chained to your job and there's no room for creativity or innovation. You started to really realize, nah, that ain't it for me. I do feel like it's coming out in both arenas for you, really, honestly. There may have been somebody that you were in a committed relationship with too, that there were some unhealthy dynamics in play. And I do feel like you've been doing some work around this. There's stuff that you've been releasing around this. And some of you have just been really doing the work in relationship. Those of you in committed relationships, you may have taken up some kind of counseling. You may have been working through these issues with each other, trying to figure out how you can really both feel empowered in the connection instead of one person always being in charge. I feel like that's sort of the issue here. Maybe somebody was just too plugged into their work. They weren't giving any time, attention to the relationship, and that was a challenge. Something here felt like a very limiting influence, and there's this desire to like cast off the limitations, and I do feel like you're doing that. It's because you made some kind of decision here. So whatever this is, you're letting go of whatever's been holding you back. And I feel like it applies in both arenas, honestly, in terms of your work, but also how to work with another in romantic relationship here, or even in a close friendship. Something just felt off in the dynamic. I feel like you've made a choice here. You've had to take some space to sort of integrate things. You've had to take some space to sort of look at your own piece of that and changing your perspective in situations, also looking at the ways you were going about things and deciding to make a change for the better here. I also feel like where you've allowed others to call the shots and you haven't been willing to take the risk to sort of like do your own thing or bring your ideas forward or go for that position that you really want to go for, but you tell yourself, oh, I can't do that. I don't have what it takes, or in some way, shape, or form, you have a lack of confidence around this. I feel like, you're getting over that. Okay. You may realize that you sabotage yourself from success that you've wanted to see in the past, and you're turning this around by actually, taking the risk. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not get it right the first time. It's okay to head into an area where you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing, or I feel like a little awkward about this. I mean, that's a growth opportunity. And again, it does really feel like it's coming into play in both arenas, both in terms of business, finances, your work, as well as, how you relate to others, coming into relationship with others. So I do feel like where you have made changes, where you've started to make changes in terms of relationships, commitments, you are finding a way to work things out. It feels like it's more balanced now. It feels more fair. You're not feeling like you have to take responsibility for everything. You're feeling like there's more of a give and take in that situation, any kind of relationship where you felt challenged, okay? I certainly can see it in a committed relationship. I feel like that would be more in like a committed romantic relationship, or a situation where you really have to work with another person, okay? This could be your boss, or this could be your coworkers, okay? There's more of an even distribution of responsibility that's feeling a little bit more balanced as far as you're concerned, okay? And I think it works out for you. You could have been really challenged by an earth sign in regard to this, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whatever this is, I do feel like the plans you're setting in motion now will work out very well for you. I also feel like there's some big professional advancement and financial success ahead of you. When this success comes in, there is a little note, a little side note coming in to use the resources wisely, okay? Don't just toss them aside, in your haste to sort of like live it up a little bit. I do feel like you've been working really hard, whatever this is. You'll want to manage those resources wisely, and especially if you're investing in a personal business, like if you're heading into entrepreneurship, you want to have some resources at your disposal so you can continue to advance that work. Also, use your resources wisely where you do have somebody that maybe is in a position of power that can get you a certain opportunity, get you an interview, get you an in on a particular line of work or a particular employment opportunity that you're wanting. Use that resource. There might be this piece here. There's some resources you have that you're not really using. And if you do connect with this person, could be an earth sign, it could be the very thing that moves you forward quite quickly and unexpectedly after you felt kind of stuck in your present position. Okay, so do look at the resources you have at your disposal and take advantage of them. Whatever this is, I feel like it turns out well for you. You may have been going through some challenges or difficulties, but you're getting to the other side here with 10 of Raphael. This is the rainbow on the other side of the storm. And I do feel at the end of the rainbow, you will find that pot of gold. I do see a turn of fortunes here for you. There's a lot of love and blessings that are going to be filling your life. Your relationships are being ironed out here. There's more harmony in your connections. And especially with your family, I feel like there's a sense of family togetherness. And when I think of family, it also makes me think of your work. So if you're in a situation where you've got a lot of coworkers, sometimes that can be like your family away from home too. So I do feel like this is working out as well on the work front, where you have a lot of different personalities to deal with that maybe are a bit challenging for you at times. It looks like this is a much happier time that's coming into view. Things work out after all. And I see some kind of advancement for you. You'll like how this turns out, okay? Let's go ahead and do a cut of the deck. Teddy, no. Give it a rest, okay, baby? Maybe that's all that was needed. Somebody just needs a rest, okay? Somebody may be working too hard. It may make them a little quick to fly off the handle. They may be a little bit cranky. You just need a little bit more rest, okay? And try to be patient with your loved ones as well. They might be trying your patience when you've been dealing with some challenges on the work front, dealing with challenges financially, they've been stressing you out a bit. Just get some rest. I feel like you'll feel better after you get a rest here. And there is some good news coming in here. And this news is going to make you feel really optimistic about the future. You got Page of Gabriel coming in here. You could be hearing from a fire sign like yourself, especially Sagittarius coming in here. You feel a little bit of optimism coming in with this message. This is getting the green light to follow your passion here. And I think you're ready for the challenges that it brings to step into this arena and to really go for a passion of yours. And there's opportunities on offer here. So there is some door of opportunity opening up for you to go your own way. I feel like you're getting news about this. It's exciting. You're getting the call back. You're getting an affirmative that, yes, you got the position, you got the spot, you got the role, you got the job. And this is the beginning of a big adventure for you. So good news coming in relation to this. Oh, yes, you'll like it. It turns out really well. This is alignment coming in for you. And for some of you, it's a key turning point in a relationship as well. You all did what needed to be done. You got through the challenges in the relationship, things that were creating blockage, and it's bringing you back into alignment. And it's time to celebrate, okay? So yeah, I get it. You've been working really hard, but you do need some rest. You need some R&R. You need to have some fun. So it is time for a celebration. It's time to reap some of the rewards for your hard work. I do feel like your hard work is going to pay off, even if it doesn't seem like it is now. Things are about to turn in regard to that. And yeah, let go of what's just like weighing you down, making you feel like, you don't have any time to sort of experience the pleasures of life, that you don't have any time to relax, that you don't have any time to actually enjoy your life. There's something that needs to be addressed here in relation to work, where you have time to enjoy yourself too. You have to. If you don't have time to enjoy yourself, that's not going to get you where you want to go. You're meant to work for a living, not live to work. Okay. I'm going to do a cut of the deck for you, Leo. Yeah, things are going to start moving forward very quickly here. Okay. I do feel like initially this is coming in through messages for you. There may be an opportunity to go on a trip, enjoy yourself, have some fun. You should go. I think you'll have a good time. I also feel like this is like activity picking up in your life, but it's more activity for fun, enjoyment, things you actually want to do, things you're passionate about, things you want to invest your time and energy in. I just got like lots of messages in relation to this. I do feel like within 8 weeks, something moves forward in a big, bold way, and it's going to be the thing that gives you more momentum for stepping into the new year, stepping into 2025. This happens suddenly, okay? The news comes in suddenly. Your circumstances change suddenly, and the results will be immediate when you invest in this direction. Very important communication coming in relation to this, right? And yeah, whatever this is, it has you moving out of the troublesome time in your life. You're leaving all that heaviness behind. You like where you're going. You like where your course is set now. You're heading toward your destiny, and you're finally getting to the other side of that tunnel. It's not an oncoming train. It is the light at the end of the tunnel. You can finally like breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, take it a little easy. New plans are set in motion. And yeah, a lot of you will be going on a trip. Some of you are going to be relocating. You're going to be moving, and it'll turn out so good for you. You're going to like the way this works out. Okay, Leo? So get optimistic. It looks like things are about to turn around. And let's get some numbers for you. We got 6. Life path 6 could be significant. Life path 2. Life path 3. I wanted to turn over 2, really coming through very clearly. There could be an old alignment or somebody you used to be with that is being released, okay? It's receding into the past. This needed to come undone so the proper alignment could come in. I do feel like there's somebody you're teaming up with here that's going to be helpful in these changes that are coming in. I think that's who you're receiving this communication news from, that issues this change happening in your life. Life path 8 could be factoring in, life path 9. Also, important alignment time, 11 energy, okay? Very, very significant time coming in here. In fact, the 2nd and the 3rd of December could be really important for you. Whatever comes into alignment on the 2nd, it continues to progress, initially through communication, but it really will be the seeds for how you move forward in the future, with big leaps forward occurring in February and March of next year. This could be in relation to an Aquarius. It could be in relation to a Pisces. Could be in relation to an Aries. Okay. We have your energy coming in very strongly. There's something that is manifesting here. You'll see it manifest fully, come to its ultimate potential, I feel, in August of 2025, whatever is being set in motion through communication now. It will bring a lot of change to your life. It may bring a little bit of upheaval, but it works out. So try to keep that in mind as you ride those waves of change. And I do feel like this month has been important for you in November, just sort of to recalibrate a little bit. Also, in whatever you're closing out, you could be closing out something with somebody who's born in November. This could have been the month you decided to, issue a particular communication that you felt you needed to in order to properly close things out. There could be a Sagittarius and a Fiacus specifically connected to this. Fiacus is Sagittarians born November 30th through December 18th, okay? So that's what I got for you coming in there. It's not quite time to move forward yet. You'll know when it's go time. There'll be communication that comes in around that, okay? And let's get some letters for you, Leo, and see what we got. Oops, something wanted to fall away. This might be a clue about what's being left behind. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Hold on here. R. The initial R could be significant in what you're releasing, what you're letting go here. Okay. I'm ready to come in. So let's see if we get any names or clues starting off with that. Okay. You let go of a rat. Okay. Could be somebody born in the year of the rat. It could also be somebody that, you couldn't trust them. You felt that they were just being a little bit sneaky, okay? I got the name Tina in relation to that. This could be somebody that, at one time you felt a real connection with this person, but you've changed a lot. Your life is different now than it used to be. This could be somebody that really likes to hit the club scene, hit the bar. This person could be a big drinker. That's energy you want to move away from. You're at a different time in your life. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this was a big change in your connection. There could have been actually 5 of you. You used to hang out as a group. And when you made this choice, to sort of go in alignment with what felt right for who you are at this time in your life, you may have noticed that certain people fell away. Okay. But I think you made the right choice. I is very significant. We have 5 eyes out here. Okay. I think you've been dealing with really, really independent people in this situation. You all are very strong-minded individuals. You all have your own personal viewpoints. Maybe, as much as you tried to bring something together, there wasn't a way to bring it together. I got the name Sarai in connection with that. Okay. Somebody could be from India. There could be an India connection. I have sorry in connection with that. That's what I got. That's what wants to come through. I got the letters S, A, N, R, I. Got 2 T's. T's are significant. B, L, R's are significant too. I got railroad. You might have felt railroaded by somebody. Okay. You felt like they wouldn't, even give you an opportunity to share your ideas, share your perspective. And you decided, well, that's it. I'm heading on out of here. Okay. I got Railroad Square too. That's interesting. I got SR here too. That's in Santa Rosa, California. Okay, there could be a Railroad Square connection coming in there. Also got Illinois. And with all the I's here, I mean, I is just a super significant initial there. I also feel like, your piece is important. You are important. And your viewpoint, what you had to share was important too. And it feels like you were dealing with people who just, they couldn't see that. They were too invested in their own perspective here. But whatever steps you're taking here to stand up for yourself, it's the right choice. Okay. Got that, Leo. Looks like it pays off for you. Whatever you do here, it pays off. Okay. I saw a tea too, like spill the tea. So I feel like you could have been dealing with people who are just like really gossipy too. And you're just like, I'm not really into that at this stage of my life. Okay, Virgo coming in at 2:45:17. All right, Virgo, let's see. What messages do the archangels have for Virgo? What messages do the archangels have for Virgo? What messages do the archangels have for Virgo? What messages do the archangels have for Virgo, Spirit? What messages do the archangels have for Virgo? Okay, we have 10 of Gabriel. I feel like, Virgo, you can't hold it all on your own. I think you've been taking a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of changes you've been making in your life. You've been working really hard. I think you're wanting to get yourself to a position in your life where you feel like, okay, I made it. That's what it feels like to me. Like there's something about going through a real transition in your life that's been difficult. At times you have felt sort of in the dark or at a loss for answers or just not knowing the next step to take. Or maybe you feel a lot of apprehension right now because you're not sure how things are going to turn out. You feel like you're moving through kind of unknown territory. I also feel like you're taking on a lot, and you could use some help. You could use some assistance here. Don't be too proud to ask for help. It's okay to reach out and ask for some assistance from the people who care about you. And I do think that there are going to be some people coming into your life. They're going to be helpful people. They're going to help lighten your load a little bit with 10 Gabriel here. Okay. They're going to make things a little bit easier for you. You might have been working a lot of overtime as well, just because you're concerned about your financial stability. You might want to back off on that a little bit. I think you're just pushing too hard. And you may be doing that because you want to sort of, get in the good graces of other people. But, there's limits. There's limits. And why are you the one who's trying so hard to please others here? I think there's some people coming in here that want to please you. They want to help lighten your load a little bit. And this is also about asking the people that care about you to maybe give you a little bit of a helping hand, because it does feel like you're carrying more than your fair share in a situation. It's not really okay, all right? You could use some help here, and I do feel like this help is coming in. All right, let's get some more details here for Virgo. What messages do the archangels have for Virgo spirit? What messages do the archangels have for Virgo spirit? What messages do the archangels have for Virgo? Ooh, okay. I like this. All right, so something is about to change very suddenly. And I think this is going to be a relief to you because it feels like you've been in a holding pattern. You've needed a lot of strength in relation to this. I see that. We have the strength card coming in on the bottom of the deck here with Archangel Ariel. There was something that, has been a real burden to you. And it's taken a lot. It's taken a lot to rise above some challenges you were facing in the past. I think you have been dealing with situations where you sort of felt like other people are the ones who had all the power in their hands, and you felt like you just kind of had to go along with the status quo. It's interesting because in this particular deck, strength is represented by 11. Sometimes it is in different versions of the tarot. I feel like it's also aligning with that energy of the Libra South node. Okay, so there is something here that you did have to transform, you did have to settle, you did have to turn the tables in a situation and call your power back from um, a situation where another had too much power over you. For some of you, this could have been in relation to a Leo. I think whatever this is, you finally did overcome it. Okay. You had the strength to overcome it. And I feel like the way that you dealt with it, you did it with a lot of grace. Maybe when others didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? The way you handled this situation, you gave it a lot of grace. And I think that that kindness is going to be rewarded for you. I also feel like you kind of forgave others who maybe were going through something really difficult, and maybe couldn't show up for you in the way that you were hoping that they could. And there's something here where you have found forgiveness in a situation. I do feel like you also called your power back from a situation. And however you handled this situation in the past, in some way, shape, or form, it was a rock to your confidence, you know? And I feel like you got your confidence back because you found a way to move through a challenging situation in such a way where you can feel good about yourself. You know, when you look back on it, you're not going to have any regrets, okay? And this may even be around a particular communication that you issued here, but where you have felt really stuck or like held back and you've been waiting for your turn to move forward. And, you know, others may have put you in a position where you felt like you were in a holding pattern. You may have gone through different stages where you sort of blamed them for keeping you stuck at the crossroads. But I feel like you're moving through a time where you just decided to let that go and focus on, you know, what you needed to do to have the strength to sort of um, get where you needed to go on your own. You may have hoped for some help or assistance from another, but I feel like there's something you achieved on your own, and there's a certain strength that came through that that is really invaluable here. Okay. I do feel like there's like a healthy sense of pride coming through here. Like, you know what? I feel good about that. I feel good about the way I handled that. And yeah, that person was really difficult, but you know, I forgive it. I release it, you know. For you, forgiveness may have just meant letting it go, okay? Releasing it, letting it go. Whatever comes through this, I feel like your time of integrating whatever you've released here is coming to a close. There is a move on the horizon here. For some of you, it is a physical move. For others of you, it is time to take action, okay? Maybe in issuing a certain communication, potentially with someone from the past. You weren't ready. You weren't ready, maybe because you were angry with this individual. You're ready now, okay? The time to move quickly will be coming in soon. I also feel like there's some decisions you need to make here that are like executive decisions. You can't be overly emotional about it. You got to let logic lead in this case. It will make things very clear about the right actions to take. I also feel like there's sudden changes coming in here. I feel like the sudden changes that are coming in here, it's a relief to you because you're not in a holding pattern anymore. You've been waiting for the opportunity to move forward with something. It's coming in. It's happening very soon. This is going to be coming in. Also, this could be moving forward very swiftly with an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? Let's do a cut of the deck and see what we got here. I also feel like this is transforming whatever's held you up in an old karmic cycle. Now you're ready to move on up, move forward. Yeah, there's somebody you're coming into alignment with here. I like this, okay? beautiful energy, okay? There's two of you that are ready to call in the light, you know, after a time of moving through some mean, heavy energy here. And you're creating something beautiful for your future. This is a kindred spirit that you're coming into alignment with. Some of you may be even moving in with this person, I have to say. This might be something that's coming forward. This may be somebody who is helping you out, okay? Helping you out of a jam, I heard, you know. For those of you who maybe have been looking to move and you didn't know where you were going to go, this might be somebody saying, hey, you know, I got a place for you, okay? This is somebody you feel a real soul connection with. They're part of your soul family, soulmate energy there. And where you have felt challenged in a particular relationship that, you know, you've been moving through some heavy stuff with because of old hangover stuff from the past, be patient, right? Don't give up on the people you love, right? There is a way through. I do feel like, you know, you both want to get to this place where you can get to the other side of what's been a dark time in your connection, a difficult time in your connection. What do we got on the other side here? Yeah, there's some kind of wish fulfillment coming in here with the 9 of Raphael. Okay, so this looks really good. This looks really good. Your wishes are becoming reality, all right? It may feel to you like something slipped out of you, but you're going to see that sun rise on the horizon yet, okay? There is an opportunity for you to have that happy outcome you were hoping for. And I know it's been rough and you've been moving through a lot of situations where you didn't have the answers, but you're entering a very joyful time of your life. So this looks good. This energy's turning around for you. It's going to be go time pretty soon, I feel. Oh, let's not get the names yet. You're really eager to get the names and the messages coming in there. We need to get your numbers first, okay? Yeah, you're so ready. You're so ready because I feel like you feel like, oh man, I dealt with some bad luck, man. I lost big. It was rough, okay? Whatever this is, there is a coming together, okay? Two are coming together. Two are putting their heads together. Two households are coming together in some cases. This is reconnection energy. In other cases, healing energy coming in. Life path number 1 could be quite significant. Life path number 2. I also feel like 2 heads are better than 1 in resolving a particular matter. So you might want to consider opening up the lines of communication in regard to that. I feel like the 1st and the 2nd of December are going to be quite important for you. This could be involving a Sagittarius as well. There could be some new beginning coming in here that takes you out of a place where you feel like, I just don't have enough breathing room, to now you have like more room to work with, okay? More breathing room. That's what I got. You're breathing a sigh of relief. You finally feel like you can exhale in a situation, okay? This looks really good. So yes, you're turning a rough patch of luck around, I feel, okay? And whatever this is, it has you feeling like you're walking on air, okay? So it's lightening up the energy a bit. This looks really good. You're going to open up the year on a really strong foot. That energy will continue to build. I feel like for 2 of you, it's somebody you're bringing your energy together with here. And the way you open the year, that energy will continue to build into February. It feels really good. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Aquarius in this situation. You could be dealing with a Pisces, okay? Positive energy, positive momentum here. Really overcoming what held you back in the past, getting to the other side of a difficult situation. Finally, I'm moving forward. It's about time. Okay, let's get you the letters. You're eager for the letters. Let's get the letters and see what comes through for you. Okay. These can be your initials. These can be initials of people you're dealing with. They can be initials of states. They can be abbreviations. The messages can come through in many different ways. You'll know how they are speaking to you. Okay. For a while, it was eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. You could have been dealing with somebody born in the year of tiger in Chinese astrology. I also feel like you got that tiger by its toe. You got the eye of the tiger, the thrill of the fight. You stood up to a rival. You broke a tie. You broke a tie for the win. I got that, okay? You broke the tie for a win. Yes. Yes. You are quite the wizard in the way you alchemize that situation, okay? Now you can ease on down that road like they did in The Wiz, all right? That looks good. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got the name Zoe coming in connection with that. Somebody has quite the wit, you know, very witty person. You enjoy the communication with this person. They stimulate your mind. Somebody got their wings. I got bell. It makes me think of every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. The name angel could be significant. I do feel like you feel a connection to the angels. The angels are around you. I also feel like you may be an earth angel. You are an earth sign. You earned your wings. Okay. Maybe you did something recently, a random act of kindness, something that you did without any recognition. It's like the angels are recognizing you and saying, well done. You did the right thing. This could have something to do with a particular wizard, the Wizard of Oz, coming in here, who is maybe, you know, causing some problems, okay, pulling some strings. And you maybe had to head off to see that wizard to kind of call them out on their manipulations. You handled a particular problem for somebody and you're not taking any credit for it. And this will pay off for you. Yes. And I got the name Dot coming in around that. Dottie. As I heard, I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel. Okay. Yeah, you went your own way. You're like, I don't need the cowardly lion. I don't need the Tin Man. I don't need Dorothy. Dot, kind of short for Dorothy too. This could have been in relation to a Dorothy. This could have been in relation to somebody who was lost, trying to find their way home. You did something to help them rediscover their power. Interesting. I also feel like Virgo, you had the power all along. Okay, you pulled this off on your own. You've been working overtime on this. Nobody knows about it. I feel with Dow here, where you've invested in stocks, do expect to see an increase there if you're getting into the stock market. Looks like some of your stock is going to pay off. This looks good. I got the name Kit coming into connection with that. All right. I think that you are sowing the seeds for your future. You know, you're thinking about your field of dreams, what you want to nurture for your future. You do have a certain vision. You've seen the vision, it's come through for you, and you're rooting it in material reality. And there's some kind of green light coming in here that allows you to really move forward in a very empowered way. It feels like faster than you expected in a situation. And I think when this opportunity comes through, it comes through a communication. You're going to say, okay, let's do it. Okay, I got that. Okay, let's do it. Okay? Also, someone is a total knockout. There's somebody that you're really attracted to here. I also feel like you're looking really good too. You may have been putting some focus on your appearance. The name Ben is coming out here. Ben's been coming out a lot. Ben gets around. Everybody knows Ben. Okay. That's what I got. I got the letters L. In fact, we have two L's, so an L could be significant. Have the letter I, have the letter T twice, so T's could be significant. The letter D, the letter S, the letter B. We have two E's, so E's could also be significant. We have O, we have W, we have K, Z, and N. All right, that's what I got for you, Virgo. All right. One sip here for a moment. I'm going to change the color on this light too because the sun's gone down. Let's see. Let's turn the lights on in the room. Whew. Whatever. All right. I don't know. I preferred that other. Let's just leave it at that. It'll allow you to see the imagery in the cards more clearly. All right. Libra, something's being lit up at 3:06 on the dot, Libra. Something's being lit up. You're seeing something clearly. Got a lay of the land. Let's check out what's coming in here for Libra. What guidance do the archangels want to give Libra? What message is coming through for Libra from the archangels? What guidance do the archangels want to give Libra? What guidance is coming through for Libra from the archangels? Let's see what we got here, Libra. Woo, 3 of Michael. Okay. I feel like you have been in the process of releasing some pain that's associated to the past. I think there was something that for a while it was really a challenge for you. You struggled with this quite a bit. You moved through some grief. It was heavy energy. I mean, you're in the South Node, so you've definitely been feeling this cycle quite intensely. Certainly, this is also a collective energy coming in with the South Node action that we're all moving through. But I think you got to the point where you were just like, you know what? I want to choose growth, and you recognize that growth isn't going back to where I've been. It's also not in the direction that requires that I live out of a past version of myself. So I feel like I'm just going to let time do its magic and heal all wounds. I'm going to trust in divine timing here. This is about choosing peace. This is about choosing the path of growth. A lot of you feel a deep connection to Archangel Michael, and his energy is there letting you know you have protection around you as you move through what you're processing now, these old cycles that you're closing up. Okay, let's see what energy wants to come in here for Libra. What guidance do the archangels want to provide Libra, Spirit? What guidance do the archangels have for Libra? What messages are coming through for Libra? Oh, I like this. Well, it looks like you're not going to be sitting there for much longer feeling any kind of grief. You're moving away from this energy. I like this. Okay. I like this. It's kind of funny, I have to say, Libra. The basis of the matter is there is a need to make a decision here. And you'll find that once you make a decision and you really choose where you're going to focus and direct your energy, you'll feel a lot better. In fact, it makes everything better once you make a choice. There's something here about not analyzing something any further, not needing to think about it any further, not needing to understand something anymore. You've basically taken all you can out of it. You might also need to find a compromise in a situation, especially with another person here, in order to find a way through a situation that's been a little blocked, okay? But I feel this might also be, compromising with yourself a little bit. Where can you be more open to different possibilities? Maybe you only saw a certain outcome being suitable in a situation, and there's more room to maneuver here. Whatever this is, I feel like you are making a decision. This is coming up. This decision is moving you away from a troublesome time. You're riding out a storm. You're getting to the other side. Things are going to start to improve here. You got the light showing up at the end of the tunnel. And this is an opportunity for you to just finally feel like, okay, I got through it. You've been holding your breath for a while, and now you get the chance to finally exhale. You've been waiting to exhale. The exhale's coming. There's also something here about a move, could be on the horizon. This could be relocating, deciding where you really want to live, where you want to put down roots. This could also be an important trip that is on the horizon here. Interesting. I didn't notice this before, but I do see there's a dog here that's in that ship with Archangel Michael there. So a dog could be playing a key role in a relocation or in relation to a trip. Okay. There's something here about needing to be somewhere where a special companion can join you. Okay, so you might be choosing to align with a place that will let you have a dog. Okay, if you tried to look into housing and there wasn't an opportunity to be able to have a pet come with you, you might be going, I don't know if that's the direction I want to head in. Right? There's a pet factoring strongly in this situation. Okay. With some question about relocation or travel coming in around this. Let's see what we got here. 3 of Gabriel. Wow. Okay. Well, I think you'll like what opens up here for you. All right. There are some ships coming in. They may have been washed out to sea. They may have been washed out to sea by a particular storm. All right. You weren't sure how you were going to navigate these waters. Things were murky for a bit. I do feel like a lot got stirred up that you had to sort of process here, emotionally integrate. But it looks like you've made some good moves here, all right? And you've also, taken some actions that were a bit of wise planning for your future, even though you didn't realize it at the time, okay? But you got some prosperity coming in here. There's some kind of advancement coming in here, especially in terms of finances, opportunities that are coming in here. And I have to say, you may have aimed high. You may have had really lofty goals. You may have felt like, I'm just washed out to sea here. I don't even see a port ahead of me. How do I get to the other side of this? I'm about to capsize here, okay? Actually, you'll be surprised. The next step is about to be presented to you, and you're going to have some quite optimistic plans that turn out exactly as you expected, okay? So I feel like you've been tested a little bit. You had your sights set on a particular goal, and you felt like maybe it was being snatched out of reach. No, not so. Not so. Others may feel like you've been too ambitious, or there's no way you're going to pull that off, Libra. Oh, I think some people are going to be surprised, okay? There's a sense here that you really aimed high with whatever this is. It's going to turn out exactly as you expected, all right? It's going to turn out as you expected it to turn out. Like you had your optimism for a reason. It's going to turn out as you expected, right when it looked like all was lost. That's kind of how the message is coming through. Yes. But see, you had to go through that. You had to go through this being challenged, first of all, to make you realize what you really were invested in. Like, what will you put it all on the line for, Libra, with this 12 energy coming in here? This is that hanged man energy. You did have to take a seat for a while. You had to ride something out. You did feel held back. You did feel held up. You might have been dealing with some really difficult karmic cycles you needed close up. I mean, hello, you're in the South. No, like it's not exactly the best seat in the house, I have to say, Libra. But you did get a very important perspective here. And what you realize is what's truly worth investing in, what's truly worth riding out, even when things get difficult, even when things are rocky. And it's paying off, okay? It's turning out just as you hoped it would. And it's quite a redeeming moment, because I do feel like at one point you thought this was snatched out of your hands, or this wasn't going to come to pass. There could have been a Pisces in connection with this situation. This is the 12th house. You could have been dealing with a hidden element, a blind spot, something that couldn't be illuminated for you until you had to kind of like stay put for a while, and then it could become clear to you. There is a better way to move something forward, and I do feel like that's what's coming in, the way to move something forward that will pay off for you, and better off maybe than you expected, okay? There's a new way to do something. There's a new way forward. Pause for reflection and insight. And what's coming through here is the need to dare to be different, okay? So, you know, what you want to do may really go against the grain. Other people may think it won't work or it won't pay off, but it's sort of like you being willing to do something differently, to take that risk. It's actually what pays off. So I think where you've been asking yourself, should I take this risk? Should I go for it? Should I try this? Should I just do it already? You need to make a choice, okay? It all comes down to you. But whatever this is, it does look like it really pays off for you, Libra. Pretty clear-cut message. That's what I got. There's not a whole lot else coming in around that, Libra. Something's about to pay off. I'm being told to look on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, do you see? There's that choice you need to arrive at, right? You need to make a decision. As soon as you make a decision, you stop overanalyzing something. You find a compromise, you know, a new way of doing something. That's when you get your wish fulfillment here, you see? But it's sort of like you're blocking this. You're blocking this by not acting on a decision you already sort of arrived at. Like, there's an option you've already arrived at. You've already thought of a new way of doing something, moving forward in a certain way. But it's sort of like you've just been sitting with it and sitting with it and feeling frustrated about the blocks. But you need to actually act on this. Actually make the choice to go in this direction. You'll be surprised how quickly it pays off for you. All right, let's get some numbers for you, Libra. Yeah, you are moving forward here. And you're moving forward very quickly, which is good. You'll be moving forward as soon as you make this decision. I also feel like it will be decision time with the new moon. I feel like that's when you're like, okay, I'm just going to do it. There might be something that comes in at that time that gives you the green light for this on the 1st, the 2nd of December. So with that building energy of the new moon in Sagittarius. There might be communication that comes in around this too. Communication that resolves a certain issue where you felt in two minds about it. I got with that kind of like Gemini energy coming in. You could have been dealing with a Gemini in relation to this situation. You could have been dealing with an Aries in relation to this situation. With the communication piece coming in, Jupiter is in Gemini at this time. So again, you could have been dealing with a Pisces. You could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. Both have Jupiter as a ruler. There could have been 3 involved in this situation. You could have been dealing with sort of like a third party dynamic situation that was creating some complication. You're figuring out your way around the situation. Life path 3 could be connected to this, life path 1, life path 2. I also feel like the new year is really going to get off to a strong start. There will be a lot of racing forward to make up for lost time in January and February. Really important months for you. There could be a Capricorn in connection with this. There could also be an Aquarius in connection to this, or Pisces, right? Also, March could be significant as well. Those first 3 months, okay? January, February, March. Yes, you could be dealing with the Aries as well. Okay, interesting. Second house of Taurus could be factoring in too, especially in terms of any business goals. There's something about value. What do you value? And the value of your work, or can you really put like a price on what you feel called to bring forward here? You do be careful of compromising a vision too much as well for the sake of progress. This just kind of like coming in as a side note. Slow and steady wins the race, Libra. All right, take your time. Take your time, but do make some decisions. It's time to make a choice. All right, let's get you some letters and some messages here. See what we got. Okay. We got DC coming in here. Washington could be factoring in strongly here. I got DC Comics, okay? So there could be a connection there. This might be like in relation to a creative project that you're working on. Maybe you're making your own comic strip, right? If you've been having some kind of issues with your back, you might want to go and get an adjustment. It might just be that something's out. You need to go see a chiropractor. That coming in. I got vacay, so I do feel like you're going to go on some kind of vacation, all right? You might be surprised. Maybe you weren't anticipating going on a vacation, and this opportunity is going to come in for you. Some of you need to go to the DMV. All right, it might be something you need to deal with in regard to a vehicle here. You may be getting some wheels, okay? You're registering a vehicle. There's some kind of change in ownership happening there. We have mutt. So there is a dog that is playing a role in your situation. There's some mutt that's captured your heart, okay? Got California coming in here. Got the name Cal coming in as well. There could be an ex factoring into your situation. There's something that you decided to give the axe. There's something you decided to just like be done with it. I don't think you want to be a martyr in a situation, you know. It's not your cross to bear. That's what I heard. You had to make a cut in a particular situation. Keep mum about something, okay? I do feel like there's some bit of information that's going to be coming in for you. Keep it zipped. Don't share this with anybody. That's what I'm picking up. It's just for you, right? Your dad is coming in strongly here. I also got the name Val coming in. I do have this energy of suddenly being spoiled for choice, you know, where it's like you can have options you didn't have before. And I see you kind of sitting there going, like you're really trying to like make up your mind about what choice to make in a situation, okay? And in terms of letters, we have C, we have U twice, okay? Really think about what you want in a situation, what you want, not what you need, what you want. The differentiation is important. We got 2 Ds, so D is significant in this situation. We got 2 M's, M is significant. We have W, 2 V's, V is significant. 2 A's, A is significant, A coming in. So somebody could be going to a meeting, somebody could be an alcoholic, you could be dealing with somebody who's going through this, you could be in recovery, this energy coming in. Got X, we got L, we got J, we got T, okay? Any of these energies could be factoring into your situation. All right, Libra. You're almost there, Libra. It's about to pay off. And I just saw high, as in Japanese high, so there could be a Japan connection there. I don't know. Opportunity to travel to Japan, connecting with somebody from Japan. Wanted to come in, so came in. All right. All right. And finally, closing out the Scorpio. What messages do the Archangels have for Scorpio? What messages do the Archangels have for Scorpio, Spirit? What messages do the Archangels have for Scorpio? What messages do the Archangels have for Scorpio, Spirit? What messages do the Archangels have for Scorpio? What messages do the Archangels have for Scorpio, Spirit? All right, let's check it out. Bottom of the deck energy. 5 of Raphael. Okay, so you're integrating some kind of loss currently. And I think that you're a little bit frustrated about this loss, whatever it is. You sort of feel like if you would have done something differently, maybe you could have prevented this loss. There's something here about letting go of regret, okay? Because this is really clearing space for you. You don't see it now. This is happening for a reason. And it's actually to align you with opportunities that are more in alignment with what will give you true happiness in your life. I know it's hard when we're going through something where we feel a great loss, but this is about searching for the silver lining in a situation. Let's see what this loss is around, right? There may have even been something that kind of came to a head around this, around your birthday time, because I'm seeing these gifts that are already opened here, and you did just move through your birthday season. So there might have been something that got highlighted around that time. Maybe you received a special gift from somebody too that you lost, and you've been kind of stressed out about that because it has a lot of sentimental value to you, especially in light of something that was lost here, okay? Let's get some more details for Scorpio. What's coming in here for Scorpio, Spirit? What guidance do the Archangels have for Scorpio? Something's coming in reverse there, Scorpio. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of sharing a little bit of that energy with Libra, and that, you know, there's a decision that you need to make in this decision. There's a decision you need to make in this decision. Maybe you already decided on something, okay, but you just haven't actually been decisive with it. There's one thing when it comes to making a decision and another between executing it, all right? Maybe you kind of held off on acting on this decision, and so the choice was made for you, okay? Whatever this is, you do need to understand that it's sort of like you actually just got sprung free from what is sort of a gilded cage. You may not realize that right now. I don't think it's easy for you to release this, but whatever this is, it's something that's actually been holding you back, okay? And right now it's just about clearing out the energy of what you're letting go of here, okay? Allow yourself to just release all the emotions around it. You might be releasing some, you know, personal belongings, old stuff, wanting to travel lightly as you move forward here. You may be releasing things that are attached to a particular person, a particular time, a particular place in your life. And, you know, this is also freeing up your energy. It's creating new room for other energies to come into your life. I also feel like maybe you feel a little uneasy about moving forward here. Whatever you're letting go of, you know, you sort of feel like it's rocked your confidence a little bit, but there's no reason for you to worry about this. Whatever's been released, it's actually going to bring a lot of peace in your life. You'll see that, but it comes in hindsight. You're not going to recognize it right now. What's in reverse here? Yeah, Four of Ariel. In reverse, okay, so this is something that it feels destabilizing to you. For some of you, you've lost a job, you know, you lost some source of stability. Some of you may have to move. That's been very stressful for you. This could even be like a relationship that you had where it was like a rock at one point, you know, it's something that gave you a lot of stability, but now it's time to, you know, sort of strike out on your own, head in a new direction. New adventures are calling you forward. You may feel a little apprehensive about this. You may feel a little insecure about this, but your worries will melt away as you start to move forward within this change. Okay, I do feel it's in your best interest. And there's something here about letting this go. You don't understand that it's like once you give this over and you let it go, then what you're really needing will come in. You'll receive it. It was 3:33:13 on the clock when that came in. So yes, it's actually something that puts you back in a position of power in your life. And there are helpful influences that are coming in here. You will see that soon, but this is about giving up your resistance to the change. As soon as you give up the resistance around the change, you'll understand that you were looking at it in sort of a fatalistic way or very pessimistic way. The reality is that this is really going to change circumstances for you. And especially in relation to like job loss or a loss of some kind of income or stability, you're going to find that this is actually opening up an opportunity for you to be in a position where you can actually have more financial solidity. Okay, something here was really draining your finances, holding you back, not giving you the kind of opportunities that you really should have access to. So the more that you can really give yourself over to this process, even though I get it's stressful for sure, you'll start to realize as the new energy rolls in and you experience a new set of circumstances, which it looks like a new source of stability, new source of income specifically coming in, that will get you in a position where you can actually start to have a little bit more wiggle room. I feel like you have been dealing with a situation where you've really had to like pinch pennies, be on a tight budget. And whatever this is, it's allowing you to move into a time where abundance can actually start to flow into your life. New opportunities can come in. It's almost like you were staying in a certain position that it felt like it was offering you some kind of security, but it was actually quite the opposite. It was actually keeping you in a position where there couldn't be any growth, or you were really having to do without a lot of what's supposed to be readily available to you, accessible to you, but there were just a lot of blocks with whatever this was that was in place. For some of you, it's a living situation. For some of you, it is a relationship that provided a lot of security. For others of you, it's a job, okay? It's like once you get to the other side of this, though, you realize how stagnant this was, okay? What's behind this? Yeah. And this is it, man. You have to have confidence about this, you know, sort of like thumb your nose at fate in this case. I do feel like whatever this is, you had to stand up for yourself, right? You couldn't just make do in a situation anymore. Even if it felt like it was safer, you were having to compromise too much here, okay? So you have to stand up for what you believe in and be confident as you move forward here, even as you ride out the storm, okay? I do see there's like some kind of tower energy here, but it's also activating a transformation in your life. It's putting you back into the driver's seat here, and it is giving you the opportunity to reclaim your power. And you'll like the way things turn out when you get to the other side of this. It's just sort of a little bit to navigate at this time, I see, okay? And what you'll see is that you will have that stability that you feel like you're losing here, okay? That's the way it's coming in. There's something that you're losing at this time. You have stress around it. But when you see where you arrive at the 10 of Ariel. So that's like that 10 of Pentacles energy. This is not being in a position where you're beholden to another or feeling like you just have to keep making concessions to have the littlest bit of security or stability. This is actually really being in a much better position. There's a lot that you'll have to be grateful for when you get to the other side of this transition. There is financial success on the horizon. And I also feel like there's some family togetherness that's coming in where you felt sort of like at odds with your family, or maybe you felt like you were sort of out of the loop. You feel like you're coming into alignment with your family. You're having some healing there. Maybe even coming into alignment with the people who feel like your chosen family too. Maybe you sort of felt ousted out of a particular like social circle or a community. You're finding new community, right? You're finding a new sense of family with some new soulmates that are coming to your path. And there's a lot of growth here. I think you'll really appreciate where you end up, all right? There has been a situation that has ended, and now it's time to really recognize that, well, you know, regardless of how it came out in the wash, you're finally free, right? Which opens up your possibilities. And you may not see it now, but there are new opportunities that are up ahead, and they're going to bring you happiness if you just take the risk to, you know, have the confidence to go for these opportunities and step through those doors. Definitely time to put the past behind you. You're not going that way. You're moving forward, okay? And it does turn out for the best. And these cards fell away just to exemplify the point. This, yeah. Whatever you thought was giving you security was actually doing the opposite, okay? You'll recognize this when you see the door of opportunity that opens up for you. Let me do the cut of the deck here and see what we got, okay? It was too much of a limitation, okay? Yeah, hello, leap of faith. It's a brand new chapter for you, all right? Travel light as you're moving forward here. You don't need to take the burdens of the past forward with you. Just believe in yourself, okay? Follow your heart. It'll lead you where you need to go. And trust what gives you that sense of like happiness, you know? Be willing to dream a little bit. Be willing to have a little bit of optimism. You have Archangel Metatron here, so all of that heavy, kind of stagnant energy is in the process of transformation right now. Brand new cycle for you. Brand new cast of characters, brand new opportunities, brand new road that you're heading down. You're closing the old road, you're opening a new road here. You might go on a trip. There might be a move in relation to this that's factoring in strongly. There could be an Aries or an Aquarius in connection with this. Either way, this is the 0 point. This is where it all begins, okay? Old cycle's closing up, new cycle about to begin, and I think you'll like where you're going here. It's a turn of fortune for you, and it is in your favor with the wheel here. So you're moving into greater expansion. There are opportunities on the horizon. Try to take a philosophical approach. Try to be optimistic, okay? You have every reason to be optimistic. Things are looking up with this change. It's actually the end of delays and holdbacks in your life. It's a time of new beginnings. And this change of direction is what's going to put you in alignment with your destiny, your North Node, your happiness. There could be a Sagittarius in connection with this. You could also be dealing with any of the fixed sign energies. You've got Taurus energy, Leo energy, Aquarian energy, and your energy front and center. I know that you have a tendency to get a little fixed in your position, in your viewpoint. No, you got to be more mutable, okay? Work with that Sagittarian new moon energy. That's a good time for you to move into that forward progression. And I do feel like there's some kind of change coming in right around that new moon that will get you moving forward in a new way. I think it might inspire you with the confidence to actually really leap into this change that you are experiencing in your life, Scorpio, okay? Let me get some numbers for you. 6, life past 6 could be quite significant. Light just went out with that, okay? So yeah, something's unknown right now. Let me go ahead and turn that light back on. Right? You might be sort of like feeling your way through in relation to life past 6 for that to come in, or you could be a life past 6. You feel like you still don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's okay. It will come in time. Yeah, we got 2 2s here, okay? Which is very interesting. It's almost giving me the energy of 2 couples here, all right? Together, this makes the energy of 4. Life path 4 could be factoring in significantly. Life path 2 factoring in significantly. A choice that needs to be made between 2, perhaps. Maybe that's a decision that needs to be made, okay? Something needs to be, cut off. And maybe it's lights out on one thing and the lights getting the green light, the go light for another, okay? See here. We also have the energy of life path 10. So life path 1 could be factoring into this situation. The month of October could have been very profound. You could be dealing with an October-born Libra. You could be an October-born Libra. It could be coming in strongly for you. You could be like a third decanate Libra. You could hold a lot of Scorpio energy, or you have strong Scorpio placement in the chart. There could be a Libra factoring into your situation. We also have life path 8 coming in here as well. There's something about power dynamics in this situation. I do feel like you need to take back your power, step into your power in this situation. That could be potentially in relation to a Leo or a Virgo connected to this situation. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay. The second is a date of significance, as is the month of February. All right. So there could be Aquarius connected to your situation, or a Leo rising playing a pivotal role. There's something manifesting at this time, okay? There's like the new beginnings already manifesting even as something's coming to a close. And it may even be something you called in a while ago and you forgot about, right? You thought it passed you by. Not so, right? June could be important too. You could be dealing with a Gemini. It could be a Cancer factoring into your situation. There might be some communication required with a Cancer. You might need to have an important communication with a mother, right? Especially where something really is felt like held up or stuck. You might be surprised how that moves things forward, okay? Let's go ahead and get some letters for you, Scorpio. See what we got. All right. Oh, wow. We have like no vowels coming out here. Let me see if I can get some vowels for you. Yeah, I feel like there is something that's like a little hard to communicate, or something's lost in translation, or there's too many missing pieces to be able to even have the answers you need, or to know what needs to be expressed. I got some vowels now. Okay, let's see if we can make something come through a little bit clearer here. I got Bay coming in here, so Bay Area in the house. San Francisco Bay Area, Monterey Bay Area, Tampa Bay coming in. A bay factors significantly in this situation. There's a connection. You might want to move next to the bay. You might live in the Bay Area. You might live by a bay. Or you're connecting to somebody that is in that area. They factor strongly in your situation. Okay. I have NA. I got two things with that. I got not available. Okay. Somebody's not available right now. Maybe they're in a relationship. They're already, connected to somebody else. They don't have the time. They're busy with stuff. Also, somebody could be in recovery. They could have had some kind of addiction issues that they're working through. I got an RN in connection with that. So yeah, somebody might be going through some kind of like recovery process right now, or they could be sick and so they're not available at this time. I got Georgia in connection with that as well. I got Gma, so a grandma could be coming in connection with this, okay? I got the name Ron. I also got the name Rob. Okay. With coming in with Rob, I also have pay. So yeah, I feel like where you feel like you lost, some income, some financial stability, You could have dealt with some theft in a situation, I have to say. Also, you may realize that, you really weren't getting paid what you deserved at your former position. You'll understand that as you start to step into a new opportunity that will be presented to you. Will actually pay a lot better than what you've been dealing with, okay? There could have been some kind of interference in your work too, or you feel like somebody robbed you of some kind of success or opportunity. It does feel like there will be some kind of balancing out in that situation where you feel like that. I got bat medicine coming in. So yeah, you're going through a time right now where it's a bit of an initiation, okay? The old cycle is closing, the new cycle is about to begin. There will be a rebirth here, okay? I got the name Natalie. I got New York coming in connection to this. I got Cat coming in there too. Cat, short for Catherine, with a C, also with a K, okay? Somebody's a trucker. They talk on the CB. Or somebody, has to communicate that way in relation to their work. Maybe you're going to get into a line of work in relation like this, in relation to this. Something here, it feels like a loss right now. Down the road, you'll look back at it and you'll realize that you actually won, okay? It's a different kind of perspective you're going to have in this situation. I got the name Roy in connection with this. Got Pennsylvania coming in. You'll be grateful that something was a no. That's what I got. You wanted it to be on, but it got called off. Something was a no, and it actually works out in your favor. You don't see it now, but you will in time. I got the name Ray in connection to that. Yeah. It's all about you having a different point of view in this situation. Hindsight will reveal everything to you. Got New Mexico coming in connection to this, okay? Try to get out of black and white thinking. Don't be so divided in yourself, Try to see the good within the bad and even the bad within the good, understand that it really is what you make of it. It's how you look at your situation that's going to best support you moving forward. So try to choose the optimistic view. It will work out much better for you. It will be go time soon enough, okay? Do you feel like, you're going somewhere? You're moving forward somewhere, okay? That's what I got. Letters, we have N, we have R, we got double R's. So R is significant, we got double N's, so N is significant. Got A, got Y. We do have double A's. A is significant. We have C, we have B, we have T, we have Z. We have another N, so triple N's. N's are significant. We got M, K. That makes me think of MK Ultra, okay? The cost of success, for those of you in the industry, all right? You might have missed out on, you know, some deal in the entertainment industry as all the stuff is coming out about celebrities. You might be like, you know what? I'm okay with that. Pass me by. It's not all it's cracked up to be. We got G, we got double O's here. O's are significant. We got W, P, and we have V. All right, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Thanks for dropping in with me. I hope you got some guidance, some information to support you on your path forward, and I'll catch you all on Wednesday. All right, take care.